I'll be in a sec.
Okay, good, because I hit the button.
Hit the button.
Hello, streamy people. How goes?
Hello.
Yo, what up? Fire it up.
Right, I mentioned this to everyone earlier, but I am using the gray dice I got from Daluna today.
Ooh.
I've been trying to swap them every so often, because now I have 4 different dice sets. Last session, I used the ones I use for my Thursday stream.
This one hates us.
It's fine.
Only 4.
The gray ones are untested. We have no idea how they're gonna treat you guys. Literally throwing it to Lady Luck.
I don't like that chuckle.
No one does. That's the secret.
But yeah, let's just say that
Warning bond.
it's still tender. But, man, the door hit my arm and I was trying to get out. You could say that the pain was quite humorous.
Ow.
I'll hit you.
In all seriousness, Rabbit, it hit my funny bone when I got out.
I don't know why I looked up to make sure nobody redeemed a point for a pun.
Jesus Christ.
That was a free one.
I just got back and on Twitter, like a friend of mine just retweeted a thing that made me laugh. Was just like furries pay $5,000 for a suit, but then you have tech bros cringing over a $35 thing of goggles. Talking about the Apple, I guess AR thing they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but that's because furries know that they're going to use it more than one month after they buy it.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
There is one video I saw who was a furry chef, but he was like a Michelin star chef, but it's a furry. They've even moved into other professions.
Huh.
Look, I pretty much cemented the fact that I was one when I became an IT, so...
No, it's okay. No, it was just somebody. It was just really neat to see like a dude with like a fucking cat head, and he was just at a fucking Michelin stars and shit.
Like, we already have like the greatest fighting game player of all time as a furry, so...
Yeah, but can he make can he make terrain? I don't think so. That dude could.
Probably not. Probably not.
Blew my fucking
Everybody
mind.
else-
I was like, he made fucking crystal terrains. It was like, Jesus Christ.
Meanwhile, just sitting back here, just looking at Sonic Fox, I'm like, let him cook.
I am curious, is that just a requirement for working in IT? You have to become a furry?
No, you don't have to be that, because I work in IT. I was not a furry.
Ah, okay.
I was gonna say I'm about to get into IT.
It's not the requirement you have to become one, it's just by osmosis, you just either respect them or you just become one outright.
Gotcha.
I put my single no family have an ass with endless income into Warhammer. They put it in the fursuits.
Oh god, it just made me think about it for a sec. Was that playing script, Daddy?
Perhaps.
Now
Though I
can't
think he
help-
teaches programming. I'm not too sure.
I can't help myself now. I'm picturing someone in like the typical 40k armor, but they have a fursuit head on.
Oh, dude, that's a fan chapter. They actually placed, I think, like 10th in the last World Tournament.
I
Somebody play a full Space Marine army. They run it with the Ultramarine Codex, but instead of the Space Marine heads, they just had heads of various animals and whatnot.
Ah,
I think the chapter's name was Furry Force 5.
fantastic. I forget the
Or it might
name
have
of it.
been Imp-Guard. All I know is there was thousands of fucking dudes with like fucking little heads. Blew my fucking mind.
I forget.
Like, could you
the
imagine
name.
that guy going to like a fucking like parts store, going to the spare ends, and you're like, 400 wolf heads, please.
What?
Gonna make someone very wealthy. But there was another like fan chapter I saw. I forget the name of it, but it was like pink armor with a maid suit and cat ears.
Oh,
yeah, the
yeah.
maid cafe.
Oh yeah, so so those are the maid marines.
And like someone
They,
come
they had a knight that was basically all dressed up in like a with like pink and frilly with that, didn't they?
Yeah, oh yeah. No, very
Oh,
one
he
of
did
my, very one of my
Oh,
they're one of my
Jesus.
they're one of my
there was,
favorite
like,
ones.
lore, like she was a lost child of the Emperor, and she's just really good at making food.
There's also, what else can I recall? There was a world champion who ran a very garish Tyranid army whose name was High Fleet Cupcake. They all looked like beautifully frosted cupcakes. It was amazing. I might give you a couple ideas for your little game here, but you know, I'm willing to take what I can grab.
I saw a meme one time of somebody had photoshopped the heads of the Spice Girls onto Space Marines.
What?
I can see
the Spice Marines.
I can see Sporty Spice do that. Baby Spice would fucking get gibbed in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That's not me being mean. That's just me setting the record straight.
I think
Well,
my
I gotta
favorite-
clarify that at the end.
I think my favorite fan art of anything 40k is it's a bunch of Tyranids bowing down to Kirby, because they're basically the same thing. If you think about
Yeah.
They are.
it. It's just one is significantly more adorable than the others.
Yes.
What is also very much a lot scarier.
That
with
sounds
it.
like heresy. You don't go ahead and venerate the Xenos. Fucking Black Templar is gonna break a foot off in that chapter's ass in 2 minutes. That was the chapter I played. I played Black Templars. Black Templar, the other Space Marines are like, oh, you have like 40 times our numbers. That sounds heretical. And they cock their bolter and went, what are you gonna do about a pussy? And they're like, nothing at all. And they're like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Huh, interesting. Bubba says that Baby Spice would probably be a psyker.
Yeah. She's one step closer to heresy than the rest of them. That's why she's gonna last like 2 seconds. Everyone has a librarian in their chapter, but do they trust them? Only kind of. And even then, the moment something goes south, they're gonna go, you! Blam! Like,
I know next to
it
nothing
sucks to
about
be a
Warhammer
sucks to
lore.
be a wizard. It sucks to be a wizard in the Imperium, dude. Like,
Yeah.
There like a whole
Especially
magic
if you're
people
one of the
chapter?
10,000 a day that had to be sacrificed to the Emperor to maintain them.
that's the dumbest shit.
Isn't there like a fallen chapter or something that's a bunch of magic people?
That sounds like the Lamenters, but don't quote me on that.
I think a friend of mine showed them to me once. They have like blue and gold armor, I think.
Blue and gold armor. Blue and gold is the colors of the Ultramarines.
Okay, then that can't be right.
So that can't be right.
I know it was blue and something. I distinctly
Because, like,
remember the
imagine
blue
for the
armor.
Ultramarines, everybody's Commander Shepard. Like, everybody hates them because, like, they can do no wrong, but at the same time, I argue something fucking has to go right in this goddamn hellscape of a lore world you've made.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here looking at the Iron Hands.
The fucking Iron Hands. You would be the one Iron Hand player.
I would, totally. Just to be cold, calculating, and be like, oh, just look at everything that's happening out here just before going into the game. It's like, nope, this battle's not worth it. Fuck off, bye.
No, but no, that's why I like Black Templars so much, because the Black Templars really did at the start of a battle just open up a book and go, what will I despise today? And you just got benefits on deciding what the fuck you hated.
I know next to nothing about Warhammer lore, and the only thing Warhammer related I've ever touched
The-
was a demo of Dawn of War 2.
The only thing you need to understand about Warhammer is that think about the worst thing you can think of in your mind. It's worse. It's so much worse. There's no one really good. There's no one really like true good other than the fucking Farside Enclave. That's the only one.
Aren't the
Yep.
Tau also kind of leaning towards good, but I mean very propaganda heavy?
They're really fucking except for the Farside Enclave, who looked at that and went, "Fuck that shit." Like literally, the Farside Enclave is there's such a good fucking army. I personally really love playing the Farside Enclave. But because they're cut off from the Tau Empire, because Commander Farsight looked at them and went, "Yeah, fuck you." There's a bunch of shit from the Tau that you can't use. But the things you can use, mostly a freakish amount of crisis suits, very useful. Very useful.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Only thing I know anything from Warhammer is from Magic when they came out for the Commander decks.
That's right, they did make a Magic with 40k, huh?
My favorite thing with Farsight is he has a demon blade mounted to his fucking Gundam, because if he picked it up, it was going to possess him, and so he just decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna have my drones install it, and the demon looked at him and went, "That's very clever, but fuck you." Because he's just like, it's not alive, it's a robot, you can't infest it, little robot boy.
Meanwhile, in the recent Farsight book, there was, it seemed like it was kind of winning for whatever reason. He had to wield it.
Yeah, because the writers of 40k just, there's like 2 that are good, and then the other ones are just like, dude, you just got this job because like you just got kicked out of Fur Affinity for your torture porn.
Well, didn't it start like as a parody of super gritty sci-fi, and then it just suddenly devolved into it at one point? And that would happen.
Dude, I always love people who make like Joe chapters and whatnot, and people just take the piss out of Warhammer, because it's so good to just go ahead and just see people just shriek and seethe and mauled. And like, if they're good at the game, oh, that's even better. I watch them with a plum. Like, I have my hands on my chins. I lay on my bed and I kick my little feet up like a little prom queen. I'm just like, ooh, what's going on here?
Lol. Lamau.
Lamau even. I wheeze.
The only thing I really know relatively lore-wise and as far as Warhammer goes is the Chaos Gods, but that's very little.
Here's one of the things I appreciated as the last hard form army, which is just physical models, that I had was Demons of Chaos. What are the best thing is about playing Demons of Chaos?
What?
Your 40k Demons of Chaos army is also your Age of Sigmar Demons of Chaos army.
Huh.
Dual purpose, 2 separate systems, 1 model.
I think I only know of 2 of the Chaos Guys, Slaanesh and Nurgle.
No, there's 4 with a there's 4 Age of Sigmar. There's technically 6, but there's 4 main ones. So you got Khorne, which is a god of fucking
War and
homicide. You got Tzeentch, who's my personal favorite. I love him in Total War because I can never figure out what he does because he's very confusing. But I kind of like that because it's kind of on brand. Then the other one I really like. Then there's also Nurgle, who's the god of plagues. Another one of my favorites. And then there's Slaanesh, which is the god of basically
Pleasure,
sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The pan god of fuck everyone.
Oh yes. So our Land Raider has 4 entry points, all of them vaginas.
The silence anger Slaanesh.
The Noise Marines are some of my favorite fucking models. Don't get it fucked up. But there's also a few Nascent ones, like the Horned Rat is technically a Chaos God in Age of Sigmar. In true Skaven form, he kind of fucking just stole it off the pedestal and said, "This is fucking mine now," and the other demons were like, "I guess." And then there's also Malik, which is another Nascent Chaos God who's a god of chaos undivided.
Teclis.
No, Teclis isn't a Chaos God. Teclis was tempted by chaos, but he did not fall to it. And the radiant thing that caused the birth of the Lumineth. I know too much about a series I don't even play because a model's $180.
I only know of it. I only know of it because Zito mentioned it on his Fortnite stream a couple years back.
That's what's up.
I know like bits and pieces of it from various internet osmosis and friends that like the series.
I like the series. I'll play games and whatnot. Here's the best thing about me. I have all the DLC for Total War Warhammer 3. Dude, I am heaving dog shit at Total War Warhammer 3. The moment I go into a battle and it says that the battle foldout is gonna be like a moderate defeat for me, I'm just gonna Alt F4 and just crack open something else. I'm just like, nope, we're not doing that.
Is that like an RTS?
Yeah, it's a 4X game.
See, I'm an Age of Mythology fanboy, so that might be up my alley.
Oh yeah, if you ever played like Age of Kingdoms or like Total War Rome, Civ in the barest way of it, because Civ is less traditional 4X and more like Settlers of Catan, but warriors sometimes beat the shit out of each other.
Like
also, the other fan name of Civ of the Civilization franchise is Don't Wait Gandhi.
Yeah. Like, as soon as Gandhi gets a nuke, it's over.
Dude, there's one game of Civ 5 I played years ago where like I noticed somebody on the map that me and my girl played on at the time. Gandhi was on it. I was just like, all right, my entire plan is fucking ruining him before we hit the modern age. I destroyed him right before the classical age. He had like one settlement. I was like, no, we're not doing this. Fucking die forever, Gandhi.
He is like the known, like, I'm going to burn this fucker to the ground, you can't stop me. And we just don't like that.
I would like them to eventually fix it. But like, just have it like a toggle you can throw on. You can just call it like Gandhi mode or something like that. Maybe something funny, or Boz Burger's name like Gandhi with the Wind. Who the fuck knows?
I like Gandhi with the Wind.
You like Gandhi with the Wind? I'm glad I figured you like Gandhi with the Wind.
I think we've vibed for long enough, though.
Oh no, I can at least talk about this for another 27 hours. Don't worry.
I know.
We should probably get started though.
Yeah.
Oh, we could.
That's fair.
We could.
Or this
Oh,
could be
you
the
wanna be
Warhammer
fancy?
podcast.
You want to be a fan? This is really, yeah. I liked War Machine more personally. That was just me. War Machine was that game where I liked, but nobody in my state played it.
Man, that's me with Conquest right now.
You know, that reminds me of, I went to a con once, and I had been out of Pokemon trading cards for a good long while, and I decided, you know what, maybe I'll try and get back into it. I'm going to this con, apparently there's going to be a Pokemon card tournament. What the hell, let's give it a shot. And then I went to the card game room, and I guess the tournament was canceled. And the only people there that had the cards were people that just were concerned about collecting and trading. I'm like, man, I really wanted to battle someone with this deck I got. I got like this ghost deck that was all about if you get Gengar out, he does poison, and then he has like a ghost poison, so he can trigger both of them on one Pokemon, and it's just constant ads on that Pokemon until they eventually get beaten to hell, and all the Pokemon on the bench also get a hit of poison with every hit.
Dude,
You know, the thing is, I actually know what deck you're talking about, because I actually played the Pokemon card game.
That's kind of like when I played Force of Will, which is this Japanese card game.
I just
Basically, the characters and monsters and whatnot were all things based off of stories and folklore and whatnot. So when I figured out that Cthulhu was one, I desperately wanted to go ahead and get into that game, and I did, and I somehow made the strongest deck in my card shop, because like anywhere between 70 to 80% of my cards were all kill cards, because that's how Cthulhu works, baby.
That makes sense.
And I could only play it with like the same 5 people, and eventually they just didn't want to play with me anymore, and I was just like, I understand, I get it.
Yeah, but like I was so excited for this Pokemon tournament because I haven't played any card games competitively. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try this out for once. I even practiced because I had like a couple decks with me to try out this poison deck, and then I had a dragon deck I just got. So I played against my friend. He had the dragon deck, I had my poison deck. And he won with the dragon deck, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll use this dragon deck then. And then nobody wanted to play.
Oh god, that blows. It's just really fun because like in that game you had a deck leader and whatnot. So like the other dude who was kind of like me and him knocked heads a lot was he ran a deck with his deck leader was Bahamut, like literally the king of dragons. Needs no introduction, Mr. Bahamut. Mine was Nyarlathotep. If you want an anime death battle, always bet on Nyarlathotep because yeah. His thing was fucking sick too. If you flipped him up to his thing, he got attack points that was equal to the amount of cards in everyone's graveyard multiplied by 3.
God damn.
You normally pull him halfway out the game.
I looked into Forest of Will a while back, and it literally just seems like a hybrid of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, just like most other things.
It kind of was. Like a lot of cards had like some fun gimmicks and whatnot, but when all my like Haster and everything else just had like an ability to be like, hey, you see that monster? Yeah. All right. Like that's what they did. Like it was just like, I don't care how fucking beloved your fucking Dracula is. He's dead. Kane from the Bible? Yeah. Fucking the Black Goat of the Woods ain't him. That's crazy. There is one deck that could solidly beat me though, and only it was really hilarious that this deck archetype was the only one that could really do it moderately.
I think Bubba was mentioning it in the chat too. The only way to counter Nyarlathotep was like the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah, the only thing that could actually comfortably fight Nyarlathotep, the Crawling Chaos, and the forces of the Dark Queen Stars was fucking Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz.
The only thing that can beat
for whatever reason, Dorothy was ergonomically designed to gut fuck Cthulhuids. Like,
because with the power of optimism to fight the sheer existential dread.
I mean, that makes sense on a meta level.
You know, that's probably the meta reason as to why, but yeah.
How do you
Cowardly Lion repeatedly beat the fuck out of my Haster.
He got heart, that's why.
Yeah, that's right. That's why.
Yeah.
He got a heart. He ain't losing it to the Hound of Tindalos, I'll tell you that much.
Alright. Well, I think we've rambled on for quite long enough.
I think we can properly get started now. So let me change the music.
Gotcha.
Where are you? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between or outside of, I give you the host with the most attractive and well-spoken and magnificent clown in all of the multiverse, the founder and creator of the Revelia, the one, the only, Heckna! Rolly-roon, everyone! Heckna here for my spectacular recap. When we last left our heroes, Snack, Bluescale, the Drow Sorcerer, Lilith, the Tiefling Bard, Watcher, the Eladrin Cleric, Argyle, the Dragonborn Fighter, and Red Moonscream, the Human Rogue, they learned about the creatures of the Revelia from Conrad and Map, and then headed for the food court for some tasty drinks to properly get liquored up. They made their way to the Lost and Found, meeting Locke, the caged bird, who was in a situation that got way out of hand. I didn't quite hear what they discussed in there, but they came out with a package for someone. Anywho, time for the most important part of this recap. Our heroes met yours truly as I played some masterful pranks on Red and cleaned them all off afterwards. Classic. To show them that it was all in good fun, though, I let them play some games for free! Truly, I am magnanimous and kind. Isn't that right, Draco? Yeah, so kind. And I'm not just saying that due to a legally binding arcane contract. Don't know why you'd say that, but you heard him. That was 100% free will. Where were we? Oh, yes! Watcher informed me he had a message from King Oberon and Queen Titania of the Summer Court. I'm interested what those pixies have to say. Wonder if they're still mad about... Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. Lilith and Argyle cleaned up at the Boat Blaster 9000, and Snack tried his hand at Dead Ringer, where he got a single red ticket. Red, however, managed to have quite the skill at it, though, roping 8 tickets in 3 games. An even split on 1, 5 red tickets on 2, and 3 on his last. Argyle and Lilith tried a few tosses, but sadly they lost out, with Lilith only getting 1 ticket. Snack, jealous of Red's awesome Dead Ringer skill, burned a ticket. Is what it is, I suppose. They closed the last few tosses. They'll... Fumble, goodness. Notes are atrocious tonight. They closed off the last session with some Hit Me Heckna. Argyle, Snack, and Lilith all tried to swing. Snack couldn't get too far off the ground, but after some warm-up swings, Argyle managed to get 3 tickets, then beat Inamina for 5 more tickets. After that impressive display, Lilith tried her hand, and also after some warm-ups, managed to get her 3, challenging Inamina, and they both hit the bell, granting Lilith her prize. Will they play more games? Will they deliver Locke's package? A 3rd question? Find out now! Take it away, Draco! Yes. Well, let's move back to our map in honesty.
I was not jealous.
Man, I just love how Vecna is just showing off his Vecna or Hecknatron.
Yeah.
You were not jealous. You were high as fuck. You were lit.
I just like to imagine every time the recap happens, it's just the Hecknatron just floating in, and then you just see him on the monitor.
Yeah. There's subtitles on it because it doesn't project sound.
Yeah. Oh, like a total silent movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie Chaplin.
Up there.
So the question remains, where are y'all heading to now? Gonna play more games? Gonna see about getting Conrad this package? Or maybe visiting some of the shops? Of course, it's been a bit. You could also rest up really quick if you'd rather do that and go back to full strength before wandering some more.
You know what? I think Red would like to try one more go at the Den Ringer, if at all possible.
Alright.
Oh, everything's possibly.
Let's see. Let me get back into Dead Ringer. And let me find... Actually, I think you guys are
What's Dead
basically
Ringer
right
again?
there. Let's see. Dead Ringer is... Oh no, it's a little further away from where you are. So yeah, I can move you guys over there. And... I'd say that's a short enough walk. I don't have to roll any encounters for you from your previous position. Unless anybody else has preference.
No, I don't have any preference.
Let's
not either.
let's go ahead and hammer this out real quick then.
Right,
For one ticket. Hello! There's one. There's a ticket back. 2, 3, 4. There's the second one.
okay, making a profit.
5, 6,
Go for
7. That's another.
it. Oh boy.
8, 9, 10.
Okay.
So I gain
2 ticket
2 tickets
profit.
Yeah, check that shit out.
Sweet.
Not quite as impressive as your last session, but hey, still pretty good. Profit is profit after all.
Ah, yeah, profit. It does have what plants crave.
Mm-hmm.
Like electrolytes.
Eventually, Joe said fuck it. And he said he could just talk to the fuck.
I mean, significantly easier. Alright, so... where y'all heading from here?
Yes. Well, since we're on this side of the map, we can either make our way to the petting zoo in order to deliver the package for Conrad, or we can try and see if he's at the food court. How do you guys feel?
I think it would be best to go ahead and check his lodging first, and then if he's not there, then make our way to the food court.
Oh, that's right. Where was he holding himself up? Or was he gonna make his way back to the hovel? I forgot in my notes.
So, the last time you saw him, he said he was heading to the petting zoo, but he finds just any area that's shadowy away from the posters to hold up when he goes to sleep.
That makes
Maybe, like,
sense.
blind spot.
Trying to make it where he's not visible at all.
Yeah, so it might be a little harder to get where he's heading down for the night. Well, it's always night here, but when he's finally going down for a rest.
We just might as well just go to the petting zoo to see if he's there.
That sounds good to me.
Alright, let's see what the zoo's all about.
Right, and I'm just gonna... Whoops, there goes my phone. Is... And let me get a good look at the map again before I move y'all over. Huh. Okay. So, as you make your way around, make sure... Yeah, so it'd be like right about here, probably. You see like a fence, and there seems to be a cage in there before you head to the petting zoo. And there's a man in front of it, and he goes, hold on there, newcomers. Tell you what, play my game right now, I'll offer you double the prize. How does that sound?
What game are you proposing?
Map will chime in. Oh, this! This is Pin the Flail on the Donkey. This is where all of you have to corral a donkey amalgamation into the cage.
I see. Intriguing. And what's the cost for the wager, sir?
So, normally you would get 3 tickets for properly getting him in there, but I'm willing to offer you 6 total tickets. 1 red ticket for each person here, for a minimum of 3 people to play.
Red just kind of looks around at Argyle and Watcher. Perhaps we could try and corral that in there. That is actually a pretty good deal.
I'm a caster.
It'd be funny if you said that in character.
No, I didn't. Say that.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, if he did, that'd be.
I can catch a kobold and give him a bath.
You know what? Yes, it would be worth a try. It'd be fun.
I can give it a go. I mean, how hard is this gonna be? It's a game after all.
Alright, so
That's what
Red
people
will.
say before they die, Jonathan. you threw up a death flag there.
Red will present 1 ticket.
I will too.
Argyle as well.
Well,
Alright, so...
Well, there's only
got
3 of
4.
us per.
Well, only
thing.
3 of us need to, but if Red wants to join in.
You could do more if you like, but it's a minimum of 3.
Stack's definitely getting into this. This will be fun. Or funny. 1 and 2.
That's probably a good size. Okay. I'm just setting up on the battle map before we bring you over.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed like a pretty good size for the cage. And he takes your tickets, and let me just see here. Cage, cage stands in the center of 20 foot 5 square enclosure. Okay, so I should set that up first. It's like a rickety wooden fence You could probably just jump over it easily enough.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could, knock it down, but it's probably better to hop over it instead of breaking the dang gate.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So it's 25 by 25 enclosure. Oops, hit the wrong thing. That's 10, 15, 20, 25. And then 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright, and who was it again that was going to be in this game? It was Red.
Red, Argyle, Rabbit, or Red, Argyle, Watcher, and Snack.
And Snack. Okay. Oopsie. Didn't want to move the entire cage, I just wanted to move your tokens, dang it. And there we go. Put you over there. Oh, he's gonna be there. And now I just gotta set up his cage in the corner. Boop. And that should be good. Okay. Alright. Let's move y'all over and I'll change the music. Okay, as you make your way into the fence, you see the donkey and amalgamation in his cage, thrashing around, like just waiting for a chance to get out at any of you. And do I have art for that, or am I just going to use the token? Let's see if I can show you the monstrosity you're all going to have to force back into this cage.
Oh, he probably looks pretty gross.
What? I am shocked that you would think such a thing of this poor, sweet... Here it is.
Just when I thought that, like, couldn't be made worse, it's made slightly worse.
You might have
I was thinking of some Bloodborne looking shit where it had like legs where legs really should not be.
Mm-hmm.
No,
But,
instead it just like instead of Bloodborne legs, it has Bloodborne eyes.
I mean, you are right. There's legs where they shouldn't be. It's got like 6 of them, and 3
Wait a minute.
tails, and 5
Wait a minute.
legs.
Or in the front.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god,
Oh.
I see it too, Rabbit.
Oh god, you're right. Dude,
It
the
looks
longer
like
I
Eeyore.
Dude, the longer I look at this thing, the more I hate it.
It looks like a demonic Eeyore.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Oh my god. I wonder if they did that on
It's probably-
purpose or not.
Is it bad that I want like every bad thing in the multiverse to happen to this creature?
Well, good news. Maybe you can do that.
Sir, is there any restrictions that we can or cannot do to get it back in his cage?
Nope. As long as you get it back in. I mean, if you kill it, then you all lose, but, do that as what
Okay,
may.
so non-lethal force is good. Excellent.
You have a minute to get him back in. Approximately 10 rounds. Let us all roll for initiative.
Alright.
Okay.
First
Do you
roll
need
of
me
the
to roll
session.
also?
Let's
I will
fucking
have
go.
The donkey at least outside of his cage before the battle
I am
properly
going
starts.
last.
Do you want me to roll also?
You don't have to. I mean, you could roll in if you want to try and manipulate it from outside.
I've said it many times, and I'll keep saying it, but rolling a natural 1 on initiative is my favorite roll. Because it's the only one where it doesn't matter.
Man, I wish I was paying attention because
You've never fought a Ripper Demon.
I wish I had gone in because I have a spell that could literally have made this super easy, but it is what it is.
Well, it's not like this is going to be the only time we're going to be doing this.
Yeah.
All right, so Red is up first. What's the plan?
Well, as long as we don't kill it, it should be fine.
I don't want to kill it. It's just a poor animal.
That's why I said non-lethal. Red is going to... Let's see, what can he do for this? That is... He will use a bonus action as he draws his longbow. And let's see, I have to double check.
Oh, right, I forgot. All of you were given a flail, hence the name Pin the Flail on the donkey for this. It's in the shape of a carrot on a stick. And does it mention how much damage that do? Each participant's given a flail in the shape of a carrot on a stick. It will attack... If it can't see... That's odd. Doesn't mention how the damage works for that.
If it's just like a normal flail?
Yeah, I guess so you could just run it as a normal flail.
Yeah, Red's just going to, look over to Argyle and say, those extra legs will be a problem. See if you can sweep him. And, he's going to use his Master of Tactics.
Ah.
To use the help action on you. So, starting at 3rd level, you can use help action as a bonus action. Additionally, when you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, the target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you, rather than within 5 feet of you if the target can see or hear you.
Alright. And
That sounds exotic.
And for your action?
Not sure what this thing is going to be capable of. He's going to dodge.
That's fair. Snack.
Snack's going to... Where's the door for the cage at?
So it came crashing out. At this moment, it's right behind it, since the donkey and amalgamation hasn't had a chance to properly move away from its cage.
Okay. So, I am going to... Do I want to do it yet?
Oh.
I will move to here. And I will pull out the flail and dangle the carrot in front of him. Trying to and make it lower towards back in towards the entrance of the door. See if I can make him go up back in.
So, to make it clear, I do have some art here of what this flail looks like. Imagine, if you will, a stick with like a little chain running off the end of it, and the carrot is upside down, but it's an orange, poorly painted carrot with spikes coming out of it, and like brown leaves on the top. Well, the air quotes top of the carrot.
Oh, that's neat.
So as you try to like lure it in with this carrot flail, like, it's a donkey. It can't necessarily narrow its eyes, but the way it's looking at you, it looks like it's judging you.
It's sus.
Can I roll animal handling?
It's like, bruh.
I'm gonna give you animal handling with disadvantage.
Wow.
10. So you try to like lure it in, and again it looks at you, tilts its head.
Uh-oh. That's my turn.
Lilith.
Lilith is gonna look to the guy who's basically, he's gonna look to the attraction runner, and she's just gonna say, "So, would they lose if I do anything?"
I'd prefer if you didn't help if you're not going to properly be in there and you haven't paid me a ticket for the game, so... You know. I mean, it is interference. It's very frowned upon. I mean, I might be inclined to look the other way if you pay up a ticket or two. I mean, so much can happen when you're not looking.
She holds up her
So much shit.
She holds up her 10 red tickets.
He looks at you shocked, grabs them, and just sort of turns his back to look somewhere else.
Alright, well, okay, so I have no tickets, but worth it. So, Lilith's gonna go ahead and just kind of mosey onto the other side of this, little pen. She is going to, would you consider that a free action, or what I just did, or...
Yeah, I'd be willing to say that's a free action.
Okay. So she's gonna wander to the other side of the pen, and she's gonna look at this nightmare donkey creature and just say, you know, I'm sure that as much as we'd all love our exercise for the day trying to do this, I think it would be easier for all of us if you just, you know, just went right back in there and just saved us the trouble.
Here it comes. May I make a suggestion?
Wait a minute. Didn't you run out of spell slots? Because you guys haven't rested yet. Or am I misremembering?
No, I still got slots in the hole.
I was gonna say we leveled up. I don't know if that automatically refills us.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't technically rest. You would have the spell slots for the next, like, level of spells you'd get, but you wouldn't have gotten all of your slots back.
Oh, so that means I couldn't do my Master of Tactics, or if I could still dodge.
Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, you didn't rest, so it wouldn't make sense for you to have all your stuff back.
Alright. So that didn't happen.
Well, we can just retract that.
Yep, we'll retract that. So instead... It's next on the initiative after... Yeah. Instead, she's just going to, let's see, I have one left. She's gonna look at Watcher and just go... You know what? Worth it. Go get him, big guy, and give him my last bardic inspiration.
Alright. And that's it for your turn?
Yep.
It is now the donkey's turn, and the donkey is pissed!
Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
Right, so it's going to start with a slam attack. But a 9 isn't going to hit. It's going to turn around and try and kick you. A 22 is going to hit. So, Snack, you take 3 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw. You're going to get knocked on your ass.
Ah!
Oh no. I have a -1.
Just roll it. See what you get.
And, yep, Snack, you plummet to the ground. But, I mean, on the plus side, that's the donkey's turn. Let's see, although I suppose it is prone, it can try and hop over you and move.
Bad donkey.
He jumps right on over you. He's gonna back away a little bit. Still staying in your threat range. Actually, you're prone, so you would have disadvantage on melee attacks, right?
I believe so.
So it's gonna back up to the back corner of the enclosure and end his turn there.
Okay. Watcher's going to just calmly walk up to the donkey. And he is going to touch it. It's a thing a ladrin can do.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen.
So this is what I'm doing, but because I'm the seasoned spring, I can do something different with it.
Right.
So I need the donkey to make a spell save.
What's it got to roll?
It's got to go ahead and roll this. My spell save DC is 13 right now.
Okay.
So it'll be
But is it making a charisma save, a wisdom?
Oh, let me read that real fast. Yeah, you're right. Wisdom.
All right. And I'm sure everyone will be shocked to find donkeys not the wisest. That's a 14. So I think it manages to beat out your step.
It does, but I can do that next turn. All right. That's about all I have in the hole. Okay. Going ahead. It's you.
All right. Argyle.
Argyle runs right up here.
We'll end
And-
that game real quick.
He's just gonna, like, if I did Thunderwave to where it only started. 1 second. Like, from right. Like, it went along this line.
Oh wait,
The only-
no, it was summer.
the-
That wouldn't have worked anyway. But it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about that. I forgot
the
what
only
color my
issue
hair
is,
was.
we're technically not 3rd level because we technically haven't gained the level yet. We haven't taken a long rest in order to acquire the level. It's the thing.
Well, the way I'm ruling it is you guys would have the spells for your next level up. You just don't have the slots for your previous levels right now.
Okay.
So, in that case, what do I roll just to punch the donkey to try to see if I can punch it into the cage?
I mean, I believe that'd be just a flat melee attack. You're just doing a regular old punch.
Mm.
And
Like-
A donkey punch.
Yeah.
and just for a point of order, the opening to the cage is to the south of it.
Oh, those right here.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm
where
just
I-
shocking grabs the donkey to try to stun it.
Okay.
I can actually do that. That's a cantrip. I just had it already.
All right. So roll that shocking grasp. And a
17.
17 does hit.
Yeah, like this is just a stun. So if it rolls more than the max, it's just stunned. Never mind. It's only 2 damage.
All right. -2.
But the beautiful thing, it can't do any reactions until the end of my next turn.
Okay. And is that it?
Yep.
All right. Red.
Red is going to 5, 10, 15. Oh, what the heck? He's going to brandish his rapier and attempt to non-lethally stab the donkey.
Just sort of whacking it with the blade. Yeah, 20
Yep.
hits.
That's a soft 20 with sneak attack because I have allies within 5 feet. This will actually only be 1d6 because it's not technically a 3rd level. Let's see. Damage. So that'll be 12 points of non-lethal piercing damage.
All right. You give him a good whack with the blade of your rapier, trying not to pierce his skin, but just enough to get a good, like, welt on him. It brays at you angrily. Ah!
Then I will use my cunning action to disengage. And try to make funny faces at it to be like, hey, come at me, nerd. And run towards the gate.
Hmm.
So that was 20, 25, 30 will put me right over here.
Okay. Snack, you're up. I imagine you're going to use some of your movement to get off the ground.
Yes, I will. Step up and then. I'm going to move out the way to right there, and that's all I'm going to do for right now.
Alright.
Because I don't have nothing that I can actually do that I want to without killing it.
That's fair. Lilith, you have anything you want to do on the sidelines here?
I do actually. I need to see what I can do on this regard.
I just realized you're not able to see his health bar. Let me change that. There we go.
And so I have an idea.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to lure him into the cage, right in this little corner point here. Actually no. We'll say like right here at this end. The instantaneous sound of a donkey's neigh is going to ring out as I use thaumaturgy.
Alright.
I'm basically trying to persuade. If they're stupid. I'm basically garnering if he's stupid enough to hear the donkey's neigh, and he'll try to run over here.
Alright. Roll me deception versus its insight.
Natural 20.
Well, I'll roll anyway for the fun of it. Yeah, no, he truly believes that there is a donkey in there. But now he has
Is
to
that me? Is that me smarter than me? Oh, kill me!
But now I need
Sorry.
to see
Oh,
because
kill me!
Red tried to taunt him into going his way. So, which would you guys prefer? I'm gonna roll high and low for this. One, which would you prefer? Him heading toward the cage or heading towards Red?
Oh.
Head toward
That's-
the cage.
I say heads towards cage.
Right. Then
That's the point of the game.
fair. So high or low?
Hi.
High. Yeah, why not? Let's do high.
So I rolled a 4.
Okay. Golf day, though. I meant low. But,
So the donkey's gonna head on over to Red, properly angry at him. Argyle, you'd get an opportunity attack if you want to take it.
He's gonna punch him.
All right.
Or
Melee
not.
attack.
Yeah, I think that'd just be a straight strength roll since you're not trained and unarmed.
Punch.
And
At
that
13.
that will not hit. You go to swing at the donkey, but it's a little too fast for you with those additional legs. And it runs straight up to Red, and you see as it rears up its front hooves about to slam down on top of you, Red. Let's see, that'd be a 10 because you took the dodge action, right?
I disengaged, so no,
That's
that
right.
would still
It was
hit
last
with a
turn
22.
you did the dodge. So yeah, that
Yep.
slam's gonna hit you for 6 bludgeoning.
Ow.
And is gonna turn around for a kick on you. For another...
Right.
So that's 10, and I need you to make a strength save or you're getting knocked on your ass.
Alright, question, do we have the health from our level ups, or...
Yes, you would still have your health from that.
Okay, good. Because I would not be up if that were the case. So strength. Nope, I am not prone.
Yeah, you see the hooves come in directly on your chest, and it knocks the air out of you as you go flying backwards onto the floor. Oof. And let's see, how much movement was that?
15.
15.
So yeah, it's still got plenty of movement. I'm gonna move around to here to try and get away. It does seem like it's glancing at the cage, but with Red still technically up and everyone else here, it's a bit more concerned about getting thrown in. Now it's Watcher's turn.
I'm looking at I'm looking at my gentle things to play with. Hold on a minute. Zone of Truth. Why the fuck cares? Donkeys can't lie. They're donkey.
All right, Donkey, tell us what you know.
Great,
I
anyone
see,
speak
I see.
donkey?
You'd be surprised.
All of a sudden, we find out it's a talkie donkey.
All right.
I'd hate that. I'd hate that so much.
Perfect.
I had a thing I was going to do. I forgot it because you said that.
Oh no!
Actually, how tall is that cage to hold the donkey in? I could step over it. Could I walk in through its hole, through its door?
Yeah, you could walk in there easy. The donkey itself's medium-sized, so it's big enough for it to move around a little bit. Like, for proper animal care, it's probably not the best-sized cage for it, but it holds it, and there's enough room for you to get in there if you'd like.
Not to do any damage, but I do want to go ahead and slap it right on the haunch really quick and then run into that cage.
Ah, I see. So it wouldn't be persuasion you'd roll, but I'm trying to think.
I'm just gonna roll just an attack.
All right, fair
You
enough.
tell me if the donkey is noticed enough. Let's see. Opposite day.
7, so. Oh wait, that's a short bow. But
Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't my baby. This is my baby. 17.
okay,
I'm just gonna remove this
17.
one from the roster.
That will hit. So
All
instead
right.
of doing damage, you're just smacking it with the longbow, basically.
Yeah, just getting its attention.
All right, so you smack it in the rear with the longbow, and its head raises up. And you know how in, I think it was Kingdom Hearts 1, where Cerberus's heads just sort of completely turn around while it's standing in
Yes.
one direction? It does that, and is looking directly at you.
Oh, fantastic.
It's like, oh, you fuckhead.
And
You
we're
fucked
gonna
up.
go 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right. You get the feeling it's absolutely going to chase after you.
Oh, fantastic. Time to let him know why the Fays are great at fucking with people.
Argyle, you're up. Daluna?
Daluna?
I'm trying to. He's gonna come right here, and he's gonna not punch, but he's gonna like literally push the donkey that way. I'm gonna roll as a strength, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do a contested strength against each other. We could do it as athletics, actually. Yeah, let's do athletics.
I'll do athletics. I have a 7 in that. So hell yeah.
So let's see.
Never
The natural
mind.
1 versus the 12. So you try to push on it, but, you know, it's a bit more weight than you were expecting. Like, you probably pushed something similar to a donkey, but, I mean, the phrase stubborn as an ass is there for a reason. It does not want to move.
Took care of him. Yep. That's why you got to get their
I
attention.
actually, wait, no, I can't. I already did it. Damn it.
All right, so now Red, it's your turn.
I will use my cunning action to disengage. As Red will stand up. And move 10 feet off to the side. And he, seeing what Watcher is going to do, he's going to hold an action to see if to go and close. I'm assuming there's a gate there, right?
Yeah. You could very easily close it from here with a quick slam of the gate.
Yep, he's gonna ready an action to close the gate behind the donkey if he does wind up going into the cage.
All right. And now it'll be
Or
Snake's.
actually,
Oh.
I didn't even need to use my cutting action for that to disengage, really.
Yeah,
but-
because you didn't move out of its threat range.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just, call that even, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, semantics aside.
Yeah. So, Snack, now it is your turn.
Holding action until either donkey enters the cage or it tries to attack somebody.
Okay.
Cast a spell.
Lilith?
What are you going to do, Lilith?
Seeing as how everybody has a plan in place, she's just going to probably just sit this round out and just see how everything unfolds.
All right. It's the donkey's turn. And still pretty mad about being slapped in the ass with a longbow. It's going to disengage and then run towards Watcher.
And that trigger.
And that will trigger my held action to close the gate.
Face step.
So can you use Face Step as a reaction? Let me see.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it's a
technically,
bonus
but-
action.
Yeah,
Maybe I
so
might have to get my
it'd
ass
be
beat.
on your next turn, but it disengaged to get in there, so it can't attack
Oh,
you.
okay. Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Fuck
you
me
can
up.
go back in there.
Alright,
And-
so gate shut.
And then Snack is using Tasha's Mind Whip. You
Mhm.
psychically lash out one creature seen from range. Target makes intelligence saving throw. And again, Donkey, not the smartest. I know everyone is shocked. So that's a failure. And that's 3d6 psychic damage.
14.
God damn. Minus 14.
And now, it can't take its reaction until the end of its next turn.
Yeah,
On its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus reaction. It only gets one.
Okay.
Yep, so.
How would you like to flavor your Mind Whip?
You just see Snack just repeatedly just trying to flick his wrist over and over until he fully elongates his arm. And you just see a faint glow of an outline of a whip as it hits the donkey in the forehead.
The donkey recoils, shakes its head, again has its head turn around 360 degrees with its neck still, or 180 degrees, as it looks back at you, angrily. The door shut behind it. Just like a quick shove into the gate, making a lot of clanking noises as it turns back around at Watcher. Malice in its eyes. Speaking of Watcher, it's your turn.
Poof.
Wait a
Wait a minute, I can go 30. I'm gonna poof here and look at the attendant and tap him on the shoulder because he's probably looking at a clown.
He's just looking off the distance. Oh, he turns around. Huh, good job. Well, I guess it's time to pay you your 6 tickets.
Thank you, my good man.
I put my thumb on my nose and just wiggle my hands and towards the donkey.
The donkey's
forgot I would look
ramming against the gate, very angrily stomping at it with its hooves.
And I know Snack climbs over the fence.
Argyle would walk right up to the watcher. You should get 2 tickets. You're the one that technically got him in there.
He will happily take those 2 from you, and do a small flourish with his hand. Thank you, thank you. And sir, what an amazing creature you have there.
How many tickets we get each?
1.
You run. We have 6. I got 2. Because I can teleport like a Nightcrawler.
Actually, each participant would receive 3 tickets, so you all would get 6 tickets for double the price.
Oh, okay.
We all get.
Shit, yeah.
Everyone who participated, which only excludes Lilith, who was the sideline participant.
So, let's get, so we each give Lilith 1 ticket. That means we all get 5.
That works for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it works.
Feel free to spend your tickets however you like, but yeah, that donkey's from the petting zoo. Probably see some more of that if you head that way, as well as other amalgamations if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, that's no trouble. How are you feeling, by the way? You seem a little you seem a little calm, I would say.
Yeah.
Look,
I mean, you know, I'm just doing my thing here. You know, I just realized I never described what this man looks like.
That's what I'm saying.
He is a half-elf, and it mentions here he's pretty laid back, so yeah, he's pretty chill. I figured I'd want to, you know, just get some people up in here, get things a little exciting. And I made a pretty decent profit, so, you know.
I'll look over at him with just like a bemused smirk and go, "A profit indeed, I say." Okay. Well, petting zoo is that way, you said?
Yep, right over that way.
Well, I'll make my way there presently. Thank you once again.
Hey, no worries. You ever feel like tangling with the donkey again, you know where to find me.
Of course. Well, I will be seeing you again, Ken. And I will walk away. Watcher looks like an elf. He is not an elf.
Yeah. What? No.
I don't believe you.
Wait, that's what it looks like?
Yeah, just imagine like they're drawn like 90s anime. That's pretty much what Aladdin looks like.
Yeah.
I was saying that in character.
Oh. Oh, no. I'll explain later. Another time.
As they're walking out, Red just kinda totally took that unscathed. As he realized how much he got his ass kicked by the ass. And he's gonna go ahead and chuck a cream soda potion.
Alright. It
Alright,
tastes
you chugging
really
those.
good. Very sweet.
For
Plus
for
4.
6.
Yeah, 6. Well, if nothing else, it really tasted good.
Yeah.
I'll look over at Red, and then just with his words, they'll seem like they take light. Mend.
You are an absolute treasure.
That's why I'm a courtier.
it's not the first time you've helped me out of a bind, that's for sure.
Oh, of course. The Fomorian. I remember it well.
Huh.
Tricky things, those Fomorian, too.
But not as tricky as the man who saved me. As he just kind of leans on your shoulder.
He'll give you a playful pat on your shoulder. Yes, I am magnificent. But if I say that too much, somebody at this carnival might be getting a bit upset.
Oh, upset about you? No.
No, heavens no. I am looking forward to my audience. The timing was just all wrong. He was showing us a good time. Pleasure before business. That's how she would want it.
Right.
So
Yes. Us winning the lottery was actually a stroke of luck. It's actually one of the reasons I traveled a material plane with you.
Really? Oh, yeah. You mentioned that. That's God.
Oh, of
it's lots
course.
of time to remember that.
No. It was unique. It was very funny traveling the material plane, though. Everyone kept thinking I was an elf. And you had to keep telling me to play along.
I mean, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, talks like a duck.
I don't think elves change their complete appearance when they sleep.
No, but
No. So technically, I'm 4 elves.
Oh, so you're an elf.
No. I'm an Eladrin. Elves are related to us. That's the by and far. That's the by and far of it. Fey-blooded, some are favored, but we Eladrin are from favored. This place is also part of the Feywild. Anything that is, can, and will be is somewhere here. Imagine one of those wafer crackers. Red, you know the one. You stole them one time. Borrowed them one time. The wafer crackers. Like, every wafer has a little bit of jelly within it. So, there's a wafer that's a realm, and the jelly's a realm, and the wafer under that's a realm, and it keeps going. I really want tiramisu now.
just layers.
Like that onion.
Somewhat. The material plane's unique in the fact that I believe it's just one. Just one layer, like a flatbread.
And then you get various folds and bits where some of the jellies are oozing out, and yeah, you wind up randomly in the Feywild.
Well, I think this place would definitely go ahead and sign itself up for being the jelly that's left on the saucer. This place is unique. It is Feywild, but it is different. More familiar. It's like... It would be like tasting a candy where you know what it is, but can't recall the candy you've had before.
Wait, you
The
got
flavor is there.
you had
but it's
candy?
unique.
You had candy?
Oh, I think I do actually. Here. I'll flick you a piece of candy.
Piece of candy.
Ooh, pizza candy. Yes.
So would that make the Hells a Cheeto? Because it's flaming hot.
Ah.
No, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Okay. The Hells are just the hottest carnitas burrito you can find. Every layer is just like, Ole Senor bleeds into a different level all the time. Like
Those
But
peppers.
the 11 spices are 11 different types of pepper.
Ah, yes, the
The last
rarefied
spice is
Asmodeus
just
pepper.
100% pure cayenne.
That sounds terrible. Not even I would do that, even as a joke. Oh God.
I remember
They have the
as-
cinnamon challenge. How about we kick it up for 2024? Let's do a cayenne challenge.
Yeah.
What would that be called? The
Let's
cayenne
go.
challenge. What would its catchphrase be? Go ahead, die.
Well, Grab, I said that as a joke, but even I was like, oh my god, even I wouldn't do that.
No,
the
I
thing
wouldn't
is,
either. Cayenne's expensive.
A long time ago, for the cinnamon challenge with me and my friends, I literally put cayenne on a spoon and cover it up with cinnamon on top of it.
You're
And then-
awful. You're dirty.
It randomly gave one to my friends, and I had one of the spoons that had cinnamon in it.
You
And I
tested the social link. Draco, petting zoo.
Indeed.
Yes, please.
I'm just.
Petting zoo me.
Like, petting zoo or break, that's the only one.
So you see a large tent that is draped with animal pelts surrounded by a high metal fence that pens in various animals that roam over the grass. Under the moonlight, the creatures seen inside cast odd shadows. A sign hangs from the metal gate, reads, "Come on and make a new friend! Pet a heckin' bunny today!" Standing in the gates is a tall half-orc with long hair down to their shoulders. They're wearing a paper zebra mask. Their cloak trails behind them on the ground, and they're clutching a toy elephant that has like a scorpion tail on its trunk. And they have a vulture that has 2 heads sitting on their shoulders. "Raleigh rune for Revelia," they say warmly. "Won't you come make a new friend? And allow me to show you what the shepherd looks like."
Oh my god, they're adorable.
Oh, that's fancy.
And I'm like, I'm only partially talking about the strap here, but I'm also talking about that little elephant thing that he's holding on the pin.
Yeah,
Or
it's
he
a
or she is
stuffed
holding.
animal. They go by they, them.
Oh, there they them? Okay.
Mhm.
The little stuffed animal they're holding is adorable.
Yeah,
Snap will slowly reach for the elephant.
this is mine. I mean, you can get your own at the souvenir shop, though they are a bit expensive. Magnanimo doesn't seem to want to let them go so easily.
I can
Magnanimo?
understand why I will offend you for cute things.
Oh, Magnanimo runs the souvenir shop. Like, they, pretty tall individual. Bit,
Oh, I
split
see.
up.
I see. And I will.
Just looks at the shepherd and earnestly asks, "Do you have any more snakes?"
No, but we have all sorts of things. Today I have some zebras, monkeys, and a brown bear in the zoo today.
Today, your zoo cycles?
Yes, I have all sorts of different animalgamations here, and, you know, on occasion they'll shift around based on my mood and who I think wants to come out, you know?
I see. It's great to have such empathy for your fellow animals.
Yes, I love them so. They're very nice once you get to know them. Some of them can be a little, you know, a little headstrong, but they're very kind to me.
Oh, of course. What beast doesn't have its own range of emotions, quite like us? Oh, that reminds me with this, with your petting zoo. Oh, my apologies. Let me introduce myself. I'm Watcher. You are?
I am the shepherd.
You are the shepherd. It is wonderful to make your acquaintance. I'll produce a red ticket. Do we need a red ticket to enter here, or?
Yes, 1 red ticket per person to enter.
I see. All right. Well, absolutely. Here you are, and I will hand them a little red ticket.
They will happily take the ticket.
I will hand one over to.
Okay, and she'll collect that. Excuse me.
While this exchange was going on, Red was just kind of looking at the fence and looking in. What sorts of amalgamations are currently running around that he can see?
Well, there's some you're very familiar with because you saw them in the hostel. There's 5 different animalgamation monkeys swinging around, grabbing the metal bars of the gate, climbing all over the place. Strangely enough, there is a normal brown bear, just an ordinary brown bear, but it's wearing a clown costume. It doesn't have extra limbs or eyes or anything. It's just a bear.
Just a bear. It's Bosco.
Yeah.
Circus bear.
Just a bear.
Bosco.
And I moved them onto the battle map just so I could show you the token for this one. They're zebras that, like the donkey, have multiple different limbs, but one of them opens their mouths and 2 long blue tentacles come out of their mouth. They also have spikes on the bottom side of their neck. And they have goat eyes, red goat eyes with the horizontal slit pupil.
Ah, the glories of the Feywilds.
Mm-hmm. And that's who the animals you see in the petting zoo. You do notice Conrad hanging out a little over by the monkeys. He's kind of looking at the brown bear confused.
Like, of all of the things that are here, why just a normal bear?
I'll tug on Red's arm for a second and pull him aside.
Oh.
I'm in possession of map view, so I will go ahead and speak with Shepard and see if they might be able to give me a tour. I might be able to finesse me being a courtier and having a message for Heckna to assist me. In that meantime, do what you can with Conrad. Pass along the
Ah, yes.
And if they are curious on why I'm not with you, you are already favored of my court. You may go ahead and speak about my station if you would. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. Let us commence this then. Oh, I do love emulating what you would do in this situation. Shepard!
Yes? Something I can help you with?
Of course, I would absolutely love it if you would show me some of the animals that you find favor with.
Oh, I would love to.
Oh, fantastic. I have nothing else planned, so please lead the way. Oh, I do love these sights.
So she first leads you over to the monkeys over here, and she goes on, that one over there's Ringo, and him over there, that's Sips. And Sips, is pretty energetic, bit of a mean sort to some folk, but he's a pretty friendly sort. Ringo's always friendly towards people when I'm around.
Oh, I see. Then Ringo must be the charmer, I would say.
Oh, absolutely he is.
I see. And I will go ahead and I'll hold out a hand to Ringo. How does Ringo regard me? Do I have this ape's favor?
Roll me animal handling.
Actually, I didn't know that. 9, not bad. You don't know me, I don't know him, but I'm doing the sniff test.
He looks to the shepherd, then to you, does a brief snip, and just sort of shies away.
He has first meeting jitters.
Yes, that's fair. I mean, you are new here after all. Still getting used to.
Maybe with time then. So yes. And while this is happening, they with Conrad.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm playing the role of political distraction right now.
That begs the question. Above the table, who has the package?
That is a good
Poor
question.
Connor.
Thought it was you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to, if he doesn't have the package, he'll just look for... Just to look around, it's like, oh, right, I have it. And, he'll attempt to stealthily make his way towards Conrad, trying to avoid the ire of any of the other animals nearby.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
the bear right in the dead center, and there's some monkeys around Conrad, just sort of checking him out at the moment. While he's confusedly looking at the bear.
Yeah, he'll just, like I said, just try to, as passively and as non-confrontational as possible, just try and make his way over towards Conrad.
The bear looks at you for a brief second. Doesn't move from its spot, but it's eyeing you up.
Just slowly, as he faces him, just kind of does just a slow step back.
It's a hellishly large bear.
And then, as he kind of makes one step and takes another step back, that just kind of turns around and whispering, or I assume, has he been looking at me as I try, as the bear just kind of growled at Red?
Yeah, once the bear growls at you, he'll look your direction and notice you walking up to him. Ah, Red, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Red, that's my name. Hey, good thing I found you, because, mutual, and as he just kind of breaks his voice down, just kind of whisper to him, mutual acquaintance of ours wanted to send you something.
I see. Thought it was a little, soon for you all to meeting up with me again. That makes sense. He'll hold out his hands. Give it here.
Yeah, from our fine feathered friend. And he'll just try and discreetly hand the package over to Conrad.
He'll take the package, look at it. Interesting. He takes a moment to open it up, looks at it. Huh. Okay. And he'll put that in his satchel. Is there anything else you needed, or doing just the delivery for today?
For now, yeah, that was basically what I needed. Above the game, that was basically all that we had to do, right?
Yeah, for this job, that's all you had to do.
Yep.
Well,
as he just kind of, although I am curious, as he just kind of turns around and faces the bear. I guess I could see why you're kind of confused about that.
yeah, the bear is the most normal thing here. Everything else is extra limbs or eyes, or he gestures to the zebra. That's just
See it as in looking over and just see just a random zebra amalgamation just open its mouth and the two tentacles are just lashing out like.
Look at it! Look at his beautiful zebra cry.
God left me unfinished! Or just.
the tentacles like
awful.
wrap around the grass that it's eating, and it just sort of slides back into its maw, and it looks
Like an
at the two
elephant
of you.
truck!
That hallucination is the reason why mankind invented the shotgun.
Yes, exactly. I don't know what that was, but it needs to go.
Exactly.
So charming. As Red just kind of chimes in.
I'd certainly like to hunt them, but he looks at the shepherd. Probably not allowed.
Yeah. Probably. As he's just kind of looking around. Thinks about it for a second. So we had a chance encounter with is I'm not even sure what to call him. Heckna.
Ah, our host.
Yes. Our glorious host.
Yes.
Treated us to a free game at least on the house.
Kind of him.
Right? I mean, I only got blasted in those blasted boats. And, at least got to try my luck out on the Den Ringer. Found I'm surprisingly good at it. If I wanted to, I could make a lot of tickets off of that. And he just kind of looks over and just kind of smirks at him.
Well, At least you're finding a way to amuse yourselves while you're here.
Just a little pocket change I could probably amass in the meantime.
Never much cared for the tickets. You know why I'm here. He looks around. Could have a lot of fun here, but alas, I'll have to just keep looking for the time being.
Right. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, rather in a place where fun is mandatory and otherwise means bad things happen to you, I'd rather be alive.
Fair. Well, I can have fun in other ways. I do like alcohol.
Right. That offer you gave us at some point. If we get enough tickets, I'm sure if we try and find you, we could treat you to something. A beer, right?
A beer, I'd like that.
Still keep that in mind, but, I think that's kind of a good place in the conversation to cut over if anybody else wants to do anything while Brett's having this conversation.
I did notice Snack is over by the bear.
So is Argyle.
And Argyle is too.
And Archive.
The bear looks at both of you, left and right.
I wave at the bear. Friendly.
It sits on its haunches and waves a paw at you.
Oh,
Oh my god. You're
like
making it.
it's like the
Snack's
gif
eyes
we
go
see.
wide. Snack's eyes go wide as he starts to clap. And he attempts to hug the bear.
Roll animal handling.
I drunk at the wrong possible moment with that.
12. Let me see, doesn't have insight, so we'll just do... Okay.
What arm is what you would say not your dominant?
Well, see, I was gonna say he comes in for the hug and starts squeezing you a bit tightly.
Too hard.
The shepherd will look around. Bosco, let him down. And you'll let go. And you fall like a sack of potatoes on the ground.
Oh my god, I was kidding when I said I called him Bosco.
Alright, since Argyle is just dumb enough to do this, I'm gonna roll animal handling to see if I can pet him or scratch behind his ear.
Okay. Okay,
11.
versus a 9. Right, you reach up and start scratching behind his ear, and he starts to like lean into it a little bit. And scratch.
Claws feel good, don't they, friend?
His foot starts tapping a little bit.
Oh.
Yes, he's a big teddy bear.
Love game. I know they're dangerous, but I want to actually do this to a bear.
Well, I do too.
Now, this is unique, I must say.
Yep.
All the other animals look so Feywild, let's say, Shepherd.
Different.
But this brown bear, looks so. It looks like a bear from the material plane.
Oh,
No.
yes. He stumbled in here one day, and, it seemed like the best place to put him. And so he did.
I do agree. It is neat. It is neat, though. Well, this is the only animal that isn't altered, we'll say. Like a rare gem.
Indeed, he's just a big old softy, she'll say as she strokes his chin a little bit.
I must
For the of us
say,
who know the real Ed Bosco are just laughing right now.
you're a good little voice actor, aren't you?
That's who's got a website? Who's got a website?
Who has an agent? Who has an agent? Okay,
Insert
yes.
IMDb joke here.
Well, I must say that the tour you've given me was very enlightening. I thank you again.
I'm happy to
Next
help you.
next we meet, I hope there's an even more unique menagerie in here I might be able to bear witness to.
We'll see who's willing to come out next time you stumble on around.
Of course.
Pleasant
Thank
evening.
you as well. A fantastic evening to you as well. And I will wave for everybody. Like okay, I think we did. I think we did the Payday 2 thing. Let's go. Let's go.
Right. And as Red just kind of gives a sly grin, chin and index finger or thumb and index finger perched on his chin. Oh, that's certainly not normal, I guess. As he
No.
just kind of looks at Conrad.
Yeah. As this
It
was
wasn't
for-
normal, but at least it was fun.
But if Conrad doesn't really give anything a response, well, until next time, I guess.
Yeah. See you around.
And yeah, Red will attempt to rejoin with everyone else.
I didn't realize you said that to Ellie Cotter, so I was like, I thought you were with us. I'm like, okay, he did say that.
Okay, I guess we'll leave. Bye, Bosco.
The bitter waves again.
I hope he gives you pizza.
Let's bring you over.
I'll point down at Matthew on my belt, and I'll look at Red. So, how was your meeting?
Well,
Still icy, I must say.
oh yeah. About as icy as you in winter. Or when you're all white.
What a strange time that is. But, if I remember right, I look at the lock of my hair. Green. 2 more rests for that. I apologize in advance.
Right.
Well, before we leave, I want to use prestidigitation, and just for shits and giggles, I'm turning the bear like that dual shade of blue and orange that the Chicago Bears are.
The bear looks incredibly surprised as its fur has changed color. Oh dear. The shepherd's immediately trying to take care of this.
It
But,
disappears after like a minute,
okay,
or it's up to an hour, but I can dismiss everything.
gotcha. And I'd like to ask, I take it that you're trying to hide what you were trying to do from Matthew, yes?
Yeah.
So, I'd like...
I guess, what are you referring to? What Lilith was doing to Bosco, or what Red was doing with Conrad?
Red and Conrad and Watcher, that whole situation.
Oh yeah, of course we're definitely trying to hide it from him.
So,
That's why I had Shepard take me on a tour. That way Matthew could go ahead and marvel at the animals and whatnot with us and enjoy the time.
because that being the case, I'd like whoever wants to roll deception with advantage, because you two are helping each other, versus Matthew's
Oh.
insight here.
I am proficient with deception.
Go for it! Lie, you beautiful fucker!
23.
All right.
Back, you're a rogue.
So you managed to beat him out.
All he does is lie, man.
Look,
It's like
I
he's an
got
expert at
He
it.
lies as easy as he breathes.
The
Look, I'm just as good as my issue because I got a +5 in mine.
So Matthew's gonna chime in. Yes, the amalgamations sure are fun here. But what were you doing over there with that fuddy-duddy Conrad, huh?
Just figured I'd say hi, you know.
Alright.
Best foot forwards.
Yeah, that's foot forward. Don't worry about it, Matthew.
I look down at Matthew, like just pull him up from my belt a little bit, and just look like I'm whispering down to him. Human thing.
Ah, I used to be like that a while ago, but I'm better now, and just try not to.
I'm better now as a strip of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strip of flayed flesh as a map. He is better now.
Okay.
He said I'm different now, not better, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he said I'm better. I'm different
I
now.
thought he said
Okay.
better too.
Oh God. Okay, good. I was like, Matthew, if I get the wish spell, I'm gonna wish for you a better help account. All right, like that's what I want. I need you to talk to somebody.
I mean, the way that he's praising Heckna up and down, you would think that, yeah, he thinks this is better now. This is fine.
Yeah.
He's literally the dog in the burning room.
Nah, he seems really happy with this arrangement. It's bonkers to the rest of the world, but he's happy like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, don't kink shame him, guys. It's fine.
I'm
yes.
from the Feywild too, so I don't have a leg in this race. Okay, so.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want you hanging around too many people like Conrad and Locke. They're a bit down in the dumps, and that's not good for a fun carnival experience.
No, but we could try and raise their spirits so that they too are having fun. Is that what you want, Map? For everyone to have fun, as it is mandatory here?
I suppose you're right, but I just don't want it rubbing off on the rest of you,
Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. We'll be fine. We're having fun, right, guys? As he just kind of... He's trying to ham it up and just be like, we're having fun, right? Right?
Argyle again, earnestly. I'm having fun.
I mean, I'm getting candy. I got to hug a bear. I'm having the time of my life.
And I feel like $1 million in spite of getting my ass kicked by an ass.
And patched.
If anything,
Yes.
I'm a little tired though. We should probably go to take a nap.
Exactly.
true.
And then that time I could probably have my audience with Heckna and explain my business.
Sure. Let's return to the hostel then, shall we, everyone?
Absolutely. Oh, that reminds me. When I do have this, Mapview, would it be okay to have you on my belt when I meet Heckna, or would it be rather one of the others should be holding it?
I'd love to say hello to Heckna again.
Very well
I'm
then.
down to be with you.
Of course, you're gonna hate this conversation. I say that out of character. Why not?
Okay, so that's a bit of a walk.
It's like we're about to have our first actual oh shit moment of the campaign.
Yep.
So, did you want to stop anywhere along the way, or just going straight to the hostel?
Well, we already got food and whatnot, so I think we're good.
There's also the souvenir shop over here if you want to check that out. The big red nose building over there.
Above game, did we play all the games that we were supposed to?
Technically, now we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did now, didn't we?
Yep. I
Yeah.
think you have officially played. There's one more game that you could play if you wanted to play all of them.
I think
Oh, there's
that was-
one more?
Yep.
Oh, there's so many games. What game are
Exactly
we
one
missing?
more. It's Pop Goes the Clown.
Oh, right. The water
You know what?
shooting game, right?
Yep.
Let's give that a try. That sounds
Let's
good.
give that a try because I remember you saying that was something that we needed for the level up and all that. So
I know I said you just need to play some of the games. I thought you had played all of them, but you hadn't.
Right.
You had
Right.
enough to get the level up, but if you do want to play them all just for the sake of playing them all, you can absolutely do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
It sounds fun to give a try to him.
look, every now and then my achievement or the completionist nature in me comes out. This is one of those things. I'm like, I wanna play all the games.
Playing this system. Are we not play testers? Let us play test this.
Yes,
So-
play the system. Break the system.
I will play
Break the economy, forehead.
Pop the
I will-
clown's
Also,
right
it's-
over here.
Milla,
Also,
if
that
I
is
wanted
a,
to break the system, I'd play an artificer or a druid.
Like I was gonna say, like this is also a good way to tell, like, okay, what game is like the best one to actually get all the or get tickets for.
It's true.
For me, it's Dead Ringer.
Yeah.
I didn't
me,
think the
you're
donkey
a
game was going to be
monster.
good, but considering they probably didn't design the game for people who teleport, hey.
Yep.
I have not found a game I'm good at.
That was the wrong die. I needed this one. Let's see if you encounter anything along the way.
Everybody up on my side.
7.
You want to know what's funny about this while you're setting this up, Draco?
What?
Matthew said everybody should be happy, and we're like, yeah, of course. Matthew's gonna fucking despise Watcher in winter.
Ah, yes.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Wait, what happened?
So Eladrin have different cycles. When they rest, they change a season. They can change whatever season they are and they rest. But I decided to go with the older version of Eladrin that I like from 3.5, where it's a wheel. So they start as this season, and then it goes, you know, like when you started the campaign, he was spring, then summer, then autumn, then winter, then back to spring. So spring is like a beautiful serenity. So he's calmer, but he can't talk yet because his voice hasn't bloomed. Yeah, that's a whole thing. Summer's more vibrant, more energetic. Autumn's more downplayed, but still happier, mirthful. Winter is quiet, and Jesus Christ, you can hear the doom music coming from Watcher. And then spring comes around, he's happy.
Oh.
Yes. Winter. Winter is very dour. It's not dour, but it's like a quiet. You know how the unseelie are just like, you know, flay first, ask question later. That's the kind of.
Well, it's just like winter. Cold.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it out.
Cold and bitter. But as you're moving your way to Pop Goes the Clown, you see a familiar face. Scooter Von Snooter manages to notice you. Oh, hey guys, how's it been? What have you been doing? Who you been talking to? How much fun are you having?
Well, we are certainly having a lot of fun around here, Mr. Snooter, as we actually had the privilege of meeting with Heckna himself, and he let us play a game for free, as he kind of points at him.
Absolutely.
His
And
eyes go wide under his big, thick glasses. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky!
Yeah, and I totally have fun, as when we first met, he pied me, and then he shocked me, and then he soaked me with the flour as he just kind of deflates slightly at that.
Oh, classic Heckna. Oh, the classics
Yeah.
never get old.
Yeah, classic. As, if you guys want to roll an insight check on him, go ahead.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. This.
Is that insight?
Yep.
15.
What the heck?
Come on, my dumb boy.
12.
Come on, my dumb boy. Damn it.
For 12. Everyone except for Snack. You see the smile temporarily drift away from. Oh, as from jeez.
And I'm gonna head
Yeah, you
out.
just see the smile like temporarily drift away from his face, where it's like, well, it's kind of embarrassing that happened, but
I'll go ahead and just slap your shoulder. Ups and downs.
right.
Ups and downs. But, Snooter, it's good to see you at your regular size. And I can speak. Isn't this unusual for both of us?
Oh, wow, you can. I thought you just weren't able to do that.
No. Different moods. I very much wear my moods on my sleeves. As he shows his new clothes that he got from changing the season.
Oh, interesting. Kind of like Heckna himself. His masks
Right.
shift with the moon up there. And he points at the moon that's currently big ol' full with a smile on it.
Wait.
Oh, what a fantastic
That's
fashion.
Red just kind of looks up. Wait. I'm smiling?
Mhm.
Actually looking up at that for the first time, I was like, huh.
I don't think there's a thing where Heckna is not smiling, to be fair with you.
No.
But
there's
this, I wave to everything with Snooter. What is all of this, Snooter?
Oh, the carnival itself, you mean?
No, the stall we're at. This.
Oh, this Pop Goes Clown's pretty fun game. Haven't played it yet, huh?
No, I haven't. Do you run the stall? Or?
Oh, no, I was just here. I did a game a little earlier to get some more tickets. And he pats his side where his tickets are. I had to make up after giving you a reward, after all.
Well, absolutely. I tell you what, if you're up for it, I'd like to play a game of this with you.
Oh,
Why
sure.
Oh, of course.
Alright, so let me grab... Wait, do I have another win? Oh, I see what happened. While I was clicking around tabs, I accidentally dragged the game out into its own window. Like, wait, where'd everything go? Oh my god. So let me grab Scooter's sheet so he can properly play with all of y'all.
Absolutely.
And bring that down.
But this is a dex game. My dex is somewhat decent.
Let's find... Where are you? Let's hit Heckna, Duncan do not. There we go. So, striking out of holes in a long wooden countertop are 5 clown heads. Their mouths are stretched wide open by wooden contraptions, and next to each face is a grotesque half-inflated balloon in the shape of Heckna's head. Water guns are bolted to the ground in front of the clown's head. And with the ultimate passive perception of the party, you notice, Red, that the clown heads are actually people that are trapped in the game with their faces caked in makeup. There's a awakened marionette that runs this game.
Oh, I do love them.
Oh. Trying to fade a smile with slight concern. It's like, oh, goody.
Yes, hello.
Normal day in the Feywild does not concern me.
I see you're here to play the game, huh? Well, I'll need 1 ticket from each of you. Oh, everyone who wants to play, of course.
Here you are, man.
I hand out a ticket.
Alright, and he will take tickets from everyone who wants to play. So...
Sure, why not?
So how this works is, obviously, you're using the gun to fire into these people's mouths. You need to make a sleight of hand check. Each water gun can be directed at the head directly in front of it, or the head beside it. The guns are firmly bolted down, can't be moved, and you can roll your dex checks as fast as you can to see who can get 4 successes the fastest. Or we could do this with initiative. Alternatively, we can just roll initiative, and then you roll your checks in order, also while trying to help or hinder your competitors. So how would you guys like to do this? Fast track or with initiative order?
Fast track would be so fun.
Yeah.
Let's make Roll20 vomit.
Chaos.
So,
Everyone roll sleight of hand checks. The number you are searching for is 13, and you have to hit 13 4 times in a row.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll do that. Oh crap.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Ah!
2.
All right. Someone may have hit it already, but let me
3.
take
I
a
think
look.
I got one.
Oh, wait, hold on.
4.
Okay. Stop.
Stop! Oh god!
Okay, so let's go through the runs here to see where everyone is. I believe Red probably is the one who got it first, but let's see. Lilith got 1 to start. Then Watcher got 1. Snack got 1. Argyle got 1. Watcher has a second success. We have Snack with a second success. Red got his second success. Snack got a third success.
Oh.
Lilith got a second
Snack
success.
wins.
Lilith got a third. Actually, is that 4? Hold on.
Yeah, Snack's got 4.
It did register like nearly all my hits. Like I was spamming it, but it just
Lilith.
Did I win?
Lilith got 15. Yeah, no, I think Snack actually is the one who got it first. It was either Snack or Lilith. Alright, so, let me tell you. The balloon inflates on everyone's as it gets hit. Let me take a look. That's what balloon went. Expresses clown's face. The balloon next inflates a little more. 4 successes. So, the balloon pops. And you all get splattered with a green slime. Let me take a quick look at this. Boop. So, I'm going to just throw that in. This is the party slime effect on the sheet here. So,
it's the Nickelodeon gack.
So, you all need to make a quick dex save to not get hit by this slime. It is a fluorescent green slime.
Dex.
11. I fail.
Okay, so...
Team.
12.
Okay, so anyone who rolled a 14 manages to dodge out of the way. Everyone who failed, you are covered in green slime, and you currently are taking 8 damage. 8 poison damage at the start of your turn until you can clear this slime off of you.
Ow. Wipe it off. Wipe it off instantly. Ow.
It takes an action to wipe it off. We're not in combat, so you can very easily wipe it off really quickly.
Oh, good. I'll wipe it off then. I'll wipe it off.
Especially with prestidigitation, you can just... But, Lilith, you've won, and you get... Let's see, first popular participant, you win 3 red tickets.
God damn, look at you.
Congratulations, you did it!
I'm almost back up to the 10 that I sacrificed to be in that other game.
The marionette is clapping its, like, wooden metal hands. Sounds kind of like...
Oh, this place is torturous. Alright.
And, unless you want to play another round, you can, make your way
with
back
the poison venom slime? Nah.
Nah.
What?
I think I've had enough. How do the people look after, after we had sprayed them all? Did any of them get hit with the slime?
Oh, Watcher's just wiping himself off, and you see him just slap his sleeves to the ground, and then the slime just goes off. And he'll look over at Lilith with some stray slime on the sleeves and goes, "Would you mind?"
She'll snap her fingers, prestidigitation it off.
What a wonderful trick. I must have to learn that one day.
But to be good at least one of these games.
Lilith, Red will walk up to you and also extend a hand and then just kind of wave up. Please. These lighter clothes are just so hard to keep pristine.
Please, I'm covered in pie, water, slime. Donkey?
The first time
Oh,
she,
yes.
the
I
first
will-
time she was just like nonchalant about it, and now everybody's asking her to do it, and she's just rolling her eyes, and just one by one, just snapping her fingers, and everybody's being cleaned.
Oh yes, the many things that Red's been exposed to so far: pie, water, ass.
Snack will just like snap his finger and do it too.
Alright, and once everyone's cleaned up, I imagine you're all heading out.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, to the souvenir. Oh, actually, we're slightly out of the way of the souvenir shop, but
Yeah, I mean,
So
you
we go rest. I think that's a good idea.
yeah,
Yes, I'd like my spell slots back.
and our official level ups. So yeah, let's retire to the hostel then,
Alright.
if everyone's good with that.
Oh yeah, I'm good with it.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say like, monkey game, like go rest. That's a good time to take a break.
As you make your way through the carnival, you notice a man running away from this man here, the one in like the blue sort of security jacket and red pants. And the gentleman who's running away hides behind you. Ugh, jeez, get out of the way. That man cheated at a carnival game and he needs to pay the price.
What is the price for such an act?
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Okay, 5-foot step, parting away.
Lois is too tired for this crap.
whoa.
She just starts walking.
Question: how did he cheat at the game?
Look, I don't think I should be telling you that information considering it might spread.
He does have a point. I'm terribly sorry, my good man, for interrupting you. Please, and I'll just take a step to the side.
Thank you, appreciate it. You ever want to learn the language of the place? Meet me at the security building. Name's Sean. Head of security and of the Strong Arm Clique.
Oh, it's good to see. Well, it's good to see you, Sean. Please, don't let me keep you from your duties.
Ah, a jawbreaker.
Yeah, that's right. The man is starting to walk away. And he quickly grabs him by the collar, puts him in a headlock. Now, where were we, friend? Let's let these nice people enjoy the rest of their evening, shall we?
You have fun. Bye bye.
Not my problem. As Red just kind of walks away.
That's unfortunate for you, but unfortunately we're tired. We just want to go to bed.
Wait, Sean. Question:
Yes.
can I have his tickets for him cheating?
You know what? We'll split it 50-50. I'll take some and you get the other. How's that sound?
Ew.
You suddenly piqued my interest. Can I help you beat him up?
We are playing all sides, and I'm here for it.
Man, this is literally
Play the
turning
Heckna
into.
against the Heckna, against the clown, for the clown.
I mean, this is literally
Chaos!
turning
We
into
are
the scene
really
from-
Bethesda-ing for Revelia right now.
We're Bethesda.
really are.
Diamond is unbreakable. Or no, Golden
all-
winning through the situation as everybody just starts beating up on this
We all
person.
just start JoJo stomping this motherfucker.
Look,
The
we
reason
might be
that Argyle's
adventurers,
doing
therefore
this-
murder hobos, but if you get caught, it's your own ass. You're making all of us adventurers look bad.
This
Hey,
guy's
I'm
just a
not
commoner, it
arguing
looks
with
like.
Because he
Bro,
realized,
I'm
like,
I'm not being a murderer, but I'm just asking for the tickets.
So,
I'm not getting my hands dirty. I'm a courtier and I have a meeting.
I rolled it. So, Snack, you get 5 tickets, and Sean gets the other 5. He only had 10 on him.
oh, okay, never mind. Like, Argyle, like, the reason he asked that is, like, look, he doesn't like this place, but he realizes that tickets are the way to live here, so he kind of needs them. It's literally a means to an end.
Sean will
Meanwhile-
elaborate a little bit. He just came into the Revelia and immediately started cheating, so, you know, he had this coming.
But look here,
That's-
Sean.
Well, that's.
Look here. If you ever find anybody else and you need to hunt down, I will help you for the share of their tickets.
I'll keep
Because I
that in
know
mind.
it's hard for me to win games here. I need some kind of income.
Mm. Well, above game, remember, Locke's paying you tickets for jobs. I mean, who knows how many he has, but...
That's right.
He has a bird amount of tickets.
That's right. So, would we have hit up the Lost and Found just to let Locke know on the way back?
Well, you're right
realized.
by the Lost and Found. You could stop in there before you head to the hostel without getting accosted by anything.
Exactly.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can. I'll stay a respectable difference. Not for Locke, but because I basically have a bug on me.
Yeah.
I would love to meet this bird. Unfortunately, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Yeah.
could switch off if need be, but as they're walking away from the situation with Sean beating up the cheater, well, sucks for him. He got caught. As he's not a very good cheat.
It's
Was
like
was that common for you in your youth? Out of curiosity.
For me,
cheating at
Well-
parlor games.
I mean, as
Well,
Red
they're-
just got putters about it for a minute. I mean,
Look, Watcher, as my cousin put it, the day that someone made a game, the next day someone was cheating at the game.
Oh, that's very interesting.
There's always people that are gonna try to get something. It's just a matter of if they get caught or not. And if they get caught, they're kind of stupid.
I have no further questions at this time.
So,
Alright.
He looks like he's taking your words to heart, though.
so you managed to make it to Locke's wagon. Ah, welcome back. I imagine you've delivered my package?
yes. As Red would have, taken the care to make sure that Watcher was outside and away with Matt, while Red would go over and talk to him.
Excellent. And he pulls out a few ticket booklets with a total of 25 red tickets inside. I have another job for you if you're interested. I mean, you look
Go
a bit
on.
tired, but you can hit this up afterwards. You see, a while ago... Well, I suppose it's more important that I introduce this, because I don't know if you've bumped into them yet. There are these little creatures called Children of the Candy Corn. They're very easy for me to have them
Oh
grab
my
things for
God.
me.
Okay,
I have
go off,
something to
King.
say about them, but I'm gonna say it above game at break.
Anyway,
We lost Brad.
so these little creatures grab things from me around the Revelia because obviously, like I said, I can't leave my wagon, and they're very easily bought with candy. According to them, there are apparently several different blimps, strange-shaped balloons, explode into slime, fun things, with my face on them. Ever since, I've been having nightmares about revelers mistaking me for a blimp and trying to pop me with sharp objects. I would like it if you and your group would destroy them for me. They're probably all around the Revelia. I believe there's 6. Last the count was up. The child of the candy corn came from the petting zoo when the first one was located. I'd like you to bring me the popped blimps as well so I can properly and permanently dispose of them. I'll give you another 25 red tickets for this one.
Seems easy enough.
Since I like candy, does that make me a children mechanical?
You're not short enough. Also, you don't have one of those faces.
Also, you're not a kid.
It is debatable whether they're actually children or not, but they certainly act like it.
Huh.
Here's a question about Game Draco.
Mm-hmm.
Did we see any of those balloons? Did Red recall seeing any of those balloons when we were at the water pistols?
The ones at the water pistols seem to be the blimps he's talking about, but they were Heckna's face. You didn't see one of the Locke balloons there. But
Okay.
roll me just a flat intelligence.
Alright, just to see if I remember seeing any other ones here. Another time walking around. Intelligence.
With an
8.
8.
Yeah, you don't recall seeing any of them at the moment.
I mean, like you said, the child with candy corn came from the petting zoo. Maybe there was one around there you just didn't notice because you were a bit preoccupied with the package and all the animals that were there. You might have
Right.
just passed right by it without noticing. While you're all in here, is there anything I can get you? Willing to divulge trinkets for some lore? Maybe looking for something to buy with your red tickets?
Not right now, but we'll see what you have in stock tomorrow.
All right. Well, good luck.
Appreciate you doing this for me.
No problem, my fine feathered friend.
So that's what, 5 tickets per people per
Yep.
person?
Yep, Red will dispense the tickets for everyone, and as he makes his way back out and rejoins with Watcher,
How did it go?
what's good? I'll fill you in on details later, but
Hmm.
turns out there's something else too.
What's that?
More work, potentially.
Candy corns.
Yeah, candy corn.
Candy corn? Corn made of candy?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what he's talking about either. I've never heard of that.
More like candy, supposedly made in the shape of corn. It's
Mostly just
It's a
pure
mixed bag.
sugar. Just pure sugar, what goes with orange, yellow, and white.
I lean over your shoulders to look at the tent. He wants us to bring him corn?
No, it's just something that we picked up, but
I see.
and actually Map's just going to... Oh god, this is gonna be interesting. In my time that I've traveled with Watcher, what languages do you speak? Have I heard
Mine?
you speak anything aside from Common, Elvish, Sylvan?
The languages that that he knows is Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and you have heard him speak a couple words of Celestial, but only for like very high things. You think those might be words for him referring to Titania and Oberon.
I'm not going with it.
Like he has to know that language to speak with them to be a courtier.
Mm-hmm. Map, what languages do you tend to speak?
What you need?
Oh,
I was just wondering what you wanted to speak.
Yeah. What languages do you know, out of curiosity? Did you learn more? Did you learn more languages while being as you are, or?
I mean, I imagine you, of course, would know gobbledygook. Am I right?
Indeed, I know Common, Gobbledygook. That's about it. I mean, it's all I really need to speak here.
He can't see it, but just Red and Watcher are just giving each other the eyes and like just a smile, like ooh.
In Elvish, she'll say, "Excellent."
I don't
You guys
understand
don't
that
say
at
Elvish.
all.
Watcher will laugh, and then back in Sylvan, he'll say, "Indeed, it is."
You just watch
And you-
Snap. You
And you
just
hear him pick up in
It's
Sylvan. Oh, yeah, I'm picking up a few words of this. Interesting.
You-
I
You
told
just-
you would learn.
you guys just listen to Snap just says, "Can you understand me?" in going from Undercommon to Elvish to Draconic to Common, and then
Yep.
to Celestial.
He'll smack his fingers when you say Elvish, and when he says Celestial, he'll raise an eyebrow and then go, "Oh, that's very interesting."
Argyle also said in Celestial. Yeah, I can speak this too. Only a few words.
This
What a
is in fun. I
rare
don't speak
group
any
that
of those
won the-
languages.
What a rare group that speaks this language. Huh?
Lilith,
Sylvan was rare as he tried to hit Sylvan.
I guess it was a lottery for the Revelian in more ways than one.
Above game, Argyle speaks Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Lilith in Infernal. I
It hurts.
you
It
guys.
hurts me that this is a character that doesn't speak rock and stone, but I'll get over it.
Stony Rock.
Rock and stone.
Gravel.
That's all.
Man, that's a lot of funny words
Anyway.
in languages I don't understand.
Isn't it fun?
Oh, I feel like I'm missing out on something here.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no. Anything I'll refer to you, Matthew, will be in the common tongue, and with some time, maybe some gobbledygook. Oh,
Oh, that'd be nice.
well, I think all of you have needed some rest, and I will do some as well. Maybe I should get some rest before Heckna comes so I can change season.
Oh. It should be fine, just to see how much you can change. It might surprise him. As you kind of see a sly smirk across the corner of his mouth.
It would be true. Very well then. I'll rest, change, and then I will go ahead and then I will go out and have my audience.
Well, I technically only need like 4 hours now. I'll be good.
Oh, absolutely. My trance just goes ahead and changes my season for me. Among other things, but that's the most obvious one. Though, when I do go to autumn, the next 2 times I rest, I won't be able to speak to you, so if you need something for me to speak to you in this tongue, get them out now. As he walks toward the hostel.
Alright, to the sweet.
All right.
And the jungle room, as he looks over to Argyle.
Yes, you'll find it really comfortable. Especially like me and Strickland slept like a log in there.
Yep, I'm sleeping in Grandma Ghost Room. There ain't no Heckna stuff in there. It's peaceful.
It's true. I mean,
Look,
there's 2
above
rooms
game,
you
I know
hadn't
that it's
explored.
actually.
Y'all want to change up rooms out once or another.
That
No,
is true.
I'm committed to this sparkle motion where Argyle is as obsessed with this little tiny garter snake, so he's just gonna sleep in that room and just be with the snake for the entire time.
Fair enough. All right, but I think this is a good place for us to take a quick break while stretch water, drink our legs, and I'd like to thank CXRTTV for the raid. I didn't get to say anything because we're in the thick of it. And I will put the B right back up.
So before I go on my break, I'm gonna say that the Children of the Candy Corn were responsible for my first death in this game when I played it with another friend of mine.
Oh no.
Like
God, no.
I was like, "Hey, what are you doing, little guy?" And he literally killed me in one shot.
Damn!
I'm excited for you to
God,
see
knock
the
you the
art
fuck
on
out.
the token.
Like, obviously, you haven't encountered them yet, so I haven't showed you the art for it, but I do love... So you can get an idea what these little gremlins look like.
They're literally like, it's like Children of the Corn. It's like B horror movie night here at Revelia.
Now I'm gonna go get some stuff.
Like, I think the
Right.
best comparison is, what was the name of that movie? You know the movie Trick or Treat with the kid that has, like, the pumpkin mask on?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They're somewhat similar to that, but instead of having, like, the pumpkin mask, it's a bunch of different clown masks, like porcelain clown masks. And then they have a horrifying, monstrous face underneath.
Ooh.
Pog.
Like, a lot of the enemies here in the Revelia, they're abjurations. All the crazy stuff from beyond the stars.
Aberrations as opposed to abjurations.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab some water, and I will be right back.
Gotcha.
I'll also be right back.
I'll be right here. What's up, chat? What's up? What's the haps? How's your hammer hanging? Doing okay? I'm glad. I'm just adding some more spells. With restoration. Lesser restoration. Ah, what a time. What a time. Must succeed on a con throw. Con throw my ass. Oh, I could flavor that. Nice.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Not much. Oh.
I have returned.
Yo, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm just adding my little spelly spells here.
Nice. I realized in the game I forgot to have Scooter roll anything because it went so fast I couldn't even get a sheet open in time.
I knew it was gonna be chaotic, but holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I had his sheet open, but I needed to actually pull it up to do the rolls, and y'all were just like, gone.
Nyum.
Yeah, exactly.
Blink, you'll miss it.
By the way, so there is a chance of failure for the job y'all just did. and I do want to share it because it's kind of funny.
Yeah, what's that?
So, if you decided, let's open the parcel, see what he's given to Conrad, a shrill whistle sound just starts playing, and you would notice one of the children of the candy corn rushing back to the lost and found, and inside would be a note that says, test, with a single black feather.
Test?
Yeah, basically testing if you could be trusted or not, and you passed!
Yay!
If you had opened it, you wouldn't have gotten any red tickets, because the job wasn't completed right.
I'm just happy I got 20 tickets at the moment.
Yeah,
So do
Yeah,
I.
what's up?
I'm back, by the way.
welcome back.
Hey, howdy.
Now I am just waiting for the purple balloon.
We haven't fought any in a while, but I realized I probably should have had some drops on the dweeb that you fought a long time back. We basically sorted that out by me saying you could get some spell components off of him because it would make sense, but one of the fun things about the module is it even mentions that sometimes enemies will explode into confetti and the like, leaving stuff behind.
I both love and hate this place. It's so good.
It's great.
This place would have kicked ass in Ragnarok, right? Like. But then again, when I did go to Glass Time, there were a bunch of clowns that I farmed, so. The fuck were those called? Jokers. Jokers.
Ooh.
Oh, you say ooh. The best thing about them is if you saw, like, 4 of them hop toward you, you'd go, ooh, and your life bar would be gone in a heartbeat if you didn't fucking throw the taunt. But...
And let me find...
I remember one time I was playing Ragnarok back in college. There was a priest with safety wall, which puts a barrier on you. It puts a barrier on a tile, and then if you stand on that tile, nothing could hurt you. And he had like 6 clowns beating the shit out of him, and I was walking by and I saw him, and he was like, "Please help! I'm so fucking scared." Because all these clowns were trying to kill him, but they couldn't get through the safety wall.
Ah,
Yeah, what's up?
Since you're currently on that, I should type that down. So I have that. That's what I currently have. And 6 blimps. I rolled the max amount of blimps there could have been, too. I was supposed to roll 1d4 plus 2, and I rolled a 4. So 6 balloons you gotta find in the whole of Revelia that's available to you right now.
Side missions. The true thing of any RPG.
Yep, that's me. That's me, baby.
Gotta love those exclamation points.
At least it's not like Banjo-Kazooie where it's every single fucking item is a collectible.
Yeah, that'd be miserable.
Don't remind me.
Like, I love Banjo-Kazooie. One of my favorite games on the N64. I never want to play that type of game ever again.
That's fair. Collectathons can be fun, but they can also be a slog.
Yeah. Somebody who grew up playing Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie, yeah, I can agree.
Yep.
Oh,
7
God.
years
Oh god,
later.
that's a game that overstayed its fucking welcome. Never thought I would play a game that would make me go, I'm sick of collecting feathers. I'm getting tired of this. I look to my left, to the left of me, more feathers. I look to the right of me, even more feathers.
When will it end?
How many feathers do you need?
Or music notes. God, the music notes.
Is everybody back?
I believe so. Unless Chaco.
I'm here. I never left, as always.
No, real quick, the one thing I hated collecting above all else was the Jingos.
Well, yeah, because the Jingos were like in completely different fucking zip codes.
Yeah. Ah, yes, the Jinjos.
Or Jinjos, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Isn't there like a fake Jinjo too? Is that what Jingo is?
The Minjos, those are in Tui.
That's right.
They're just like, oh, help me, save me, please. And you get closer, he's just like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Pulls out like a little knife.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much they did.
Pretty much the fucking one Final Fantasy villain with a lantern on a knife.
Oh yeah, the Tom-Toms. Tom-Toms. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, the most satisfying thing with Metro 2 was when you know there was a Minjo there. It's just like, oh yeah, let me just, hold on. Let me just drop a clockwork egg right here. And then just have him just walk it up to the Minjo and just blow it up. Satisfying.
Alright, but if everyone's all here, let's hop back on in. You do hear a knock on the door eventually of the sweet suite.
Fantastic. I will go ahead and open it.
And you see Ramona is here for you. Mr. Name's... She looks at her notepad. Watcher!
Watcher, yes.
Heckna is here to see you.
I see. I will receive him outdoors then.
Please tell him that you had a lovely visit.
With your hospitality, it has been absolutely wonderful, Ramona.
Thank you.
Of course.
I worry sometimes.
There's no need to worry, especially with my judgments. You have exceeded me in every way possible.
She rubs the back of her head, and if she wasn't made of wood, you could tell she's probably going to be blushing.
Watcher will then run a hand through his now reddish orange hair.
Oh, I was just about to ask. Okay, your fault now.
And his outfit is a beautiful orange that goes down to red near the bottoms, like the sleeves, like the ends of the sleeves and the end of the robe. That also have like gold pip and whatnot. This looks like a banging courtier outfit.
Heck yeah!
I will go receive him outside. So don't you worry at all.
All right, I need to get back to my post. I'll let him know. He's currently at the desk. I'll let him know you'll be out in a moment.
Of course. I'll open my eyes, and they are now a fiery amber.
She'll run on down the stairs to let Heckna know, and she will sit back in her little stool.
And I will come out in my new shape. Heckna, my apologies for not receiving you soon. As I go ahead and have my arms out in a very deep bow of my head. Just long hair almost touching the floor.
Oh, no worries, I understand. It's easy to get lost track of time with things the way they are here.
Exactly, and we Eladrin in trance, so it even shorter. Everyone else should still be resting, so it would just be you and me, which, also Matthew as well. He was eager to see you as I pat my belt loop.
And Matthew's shaking, basically. Heckna, it's lovely to see you again. You look fantastic this evening. It's been a while since we've met face to face again.
Ah, Matthew, it's always a pleasure, my old friend.
And he's just, well, the mask is smirking. It's very
Wow.
animated, the mask on his face.
Well, with that being said, I am ready to receive you, Heckna. At any time. I could have Matthew with us as a witness, or if you would prefer, I could leave him here. Of course, in matters of courtier with the court, I am always at your discretion.
He can stay as a witness. I feel that's only fair. Makes
Of
things
course, then.
easier, and he doesn't have to feel left out.
By your leave, then. Please, where should this meeting take place, then? To yours? To us? Outside?
We can do this. Do you want to be around your friends for this, or... Because my place is pretty deep into the Revelia, and no offense, of course, but I don't think you're quite ready for that area quite yet.
And we at the Midsummer Court do thank you for your hospitality and your temerity toward our safety. They are still resting though, so I suppose. Ramona, do you have a side room or room that would be perfect for meetings that isn't occupied?
Oh, I mean, no one's in the space room, I suppose. I don't know if it's great for meetings, but it might work with a boring room, perhaps. There's no one in there.
The boring room, then.
A bit of a snore fest, but sure, let's go to the boring room. Why not?
Well, I do know a courtier back home in the court who would say the boring room would be perfect for business.
I suppose.
And I will go with him to the boring room.
Right, and I will... Really quick, I'm going to, so everyone in chat can see y'all in your room. I'm gonna give them access to your token, so we have a camera in there.
Of course, of course.
Whoop. Journal. Let me see. Legion save. Boop. And let us scroll through. Huh. Oh wait, I see why I messed it up. I put them as can see your sheet, but not as can control. We want that part.
Mm-hmm.
Now they should be able to see. And did you want to take the key for the boring room, or are you letting Heckna take it to unlock the door?
I'll take it. I'll be a decent host, because I technically am kind of hosting him.
All right.
And I will unlock the door.
Easy enough. The door's unlocked, and you are free to step inside and have your meeting.
Of course. And I'll sit here, and I'll take the other chair and sit it for him.
And he will thankfully sit in that chair.
All right, so what do Lord and Lady Oberon and Titania have to say to little old me?
The words are as thus. Let me just take a look at a thing here. First of all, our congratulations for making your place very, very unique to locate. We have not had any trouble finding a place in the Feywild for quite some time. I myself had to go to the material plane with the help of a friend I happened to save from Fomorian. Take me back to the material plane and take the long road back around. It was unique being there. The material plane. Have you been there?
I've been there before. I'm actually originally from there, believe it or not.
Truly. I'll hold up a hand for interest. Do tell. Oh, what was the word that you... Wizard. A wizard of some kind, perhaps? I only say that because of the festivities around us. Very magical.
Yes, well, you see, like I told Lilith when I gave you your free games, we all start small in the carnival. I was once a mortal man, not much more than any... He grimaces a little bit, wincing at this thought. Ordinary human fellow, but with enough research into magic and enough power given to me through various means, I've been able to carve myself out a respectful carnival in this realm.
And the power is something unique. Like I did say, the power here is familiar to us. It very much is. And the more I think with the power and whatnot flowing through, a thing that you told me did pique an interest. When we were talking about the summer courts before the boats, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You said, I'm sure you've heard the story. Indeed I have. And indeed, this is, and indeed, you might know what I'm referring to. You'll notice Watcher has been staring at Heckna's hat the entire time.
His mask smiles. I have my ideas.
Of course. You'll also be pleased to know that I am just one of many, of course, courtier, a messenger, of course. Though of station with his and her majesty, or his and her eminence, I am here to relay a message, nothing more, nothing less. With my companions aside in the Revelia, I have been getting to know the other one. Red I do, the other one's acquainted.
Of course, of course.
The long story about it is that the crown is reminiscent of the power of the Feywild, and the Revelia is in the Feywild. And though of humble origins you may come, sometimes humble origins do fall to the Feywild. I reference, of course, to Red and the Morian, who did help us with the back door. To press this insight a little further, he'll steeple his fingers and lean forward a little bit. I do know that Titania's crown is a facsimile on her head. Not many people know, only courtiers. Oberon, Titania, and of course you must know about the Green Hunt and the knights therein. We all do know about the crown, and we have located it at long last.
I see. Excellent. Very good to hear that it's finally been located after all this time. Let me tell you something, though, Watcher. This place took a lot of power to create. A decent portion is Fey. But then there's other powers here, emerging of the two that I have found to make this realm exactly the way I want it. And as his voice gets further down, you notice his eye. He's only ever had one illuminated eye. It seems to flicker in and out of existence, twisting and turning before your very vision. Something dark seems to be in this realm, not just the Fey magic you're used to. Something that, even with what you know, makes a chill run down your spine. You're not quite sure what it is, but it's something far more alien than you're ever familiar with.
I see, Heck. My message is not one of wrath or whatnot. Rather, I do not come on Oberon's command. No, he would have sent a Green Knight a legionary, what have you, somebody from the Ivory Tower, maybe someone affiliated with the Queen of Air of Darkness. I come on Titania's order. Titania being the more merciful of the two. The thorn and the flower, the story. She would request that you would find it within yourself to return the artifact. Would that be something we might be able to go ahead and come in agreement? Its power has been used for this place, and I do understand the place. We need to ascertain that you are not a threat to this plane, to this Feywild, to this war. You returning the crown, even with no power at all, power rested on Titania's head would restore power to it over time. That is of no small circumstance. The crown itself, without her countenance upon it, will eventually run out of power. Would you return it before that happened? For even with the crown, would you say that this place would still be the place it was? Paradise? If its power was completely drained?
You see, here we have a bit of a problem. As, like I said, this isn't only just Fey magic running the Revelia, but a marriage of two powers that I have come in contact with.
Yes.
They're so tightly wound together at this point that removing the source of one might destabilize things a bit. And unfortunately, I can't let that happen. If there was some way you could get me a similar artifact, maybe that would be doable, but you're currently here in the Revelia, and nothing like that exists here.
And from my understanding, once I, even as a courtier who could step the Feywild, entered the Revelia, I could not leave the Revelia. That is correct.
Correct.
So the most Oberon and his forces could do, surrounding this place, would be to just bear witness. Is that what we are saying?
Indeed. Only those I choose to invite here are allowed in. And since I'm not going to invite the big army that wants to take back what they think is theirs, they're not coming in. And there's no way out. I'm pretty comfortable here with my position of power, and I appreciate the message and understand the severity of the situation. She should have what's hers back, but I believe it's a mortal saying back from where I'm from. Finders keepers.
And we at the Summer Court also have another answer. Your path will cause withering. This path, it poisons the Feywild. This power that you've married within the crown, it will subsume it. And even if the crown was removed, it would destabilize the power. If one power that you married overcame the other and fell out of equilibrium, what would happen then? I adjust myself in the chair.
I am the balance between the two. Light and dark. The depths of the abyss. And the joy of the Feywild. As long as I'm around, then there's no problem. The Revelia continues to exist in its own little pocket of the Feywild, and it doesn't do harm to the rest of it. I've basically severed the tie with Titania when I took the crown. If it got back to her, sure, she could rebind herself to it and make things more stable in the Feywild. I'm keeping the big nasty monsters from beyond what you know away. As long as it stays in the Revelian, there's not a problem.
Do you stand allied with the court or against it?
He smiles at that. I stand with myself. I'm not necessarily against the court. I'm not going to actively try to destroy it, but I'm not going to help it either. I'd like to remain a neutral party if it's all the same.
One would assume, even in material matters, in human sayings, and those realms in between, that when you absconded with the crown, through whatever heist, I would imagine some sort of high magic that you've learned, the neutrality that you've had with the Summer Court is thrown into question. Is there no way we can reach common?
Sadly, I'm afraid not. Like I said, I need the crown to continue doing what I'm doing here, and I can't just give it to you. Even if I did, where would you go? You're trapped here, just like every other Reuben Reveler in the Revelia.
Then I would offer a new game.
I do like games. What do you have?
A game of will. If me and my party was to go ahead and stay here and become one of these revelers, I suppose you would win. But I must achieve my objective, and you yours. I suggest a clash of ideals. I have enjoyed our conversation. It does cause me great loss that you and I may come to blows. Had this not come to pass, and had the crown not been taken, I actually would appreciate the games that you have, and I would appreciate the goodwill that you may accept. I leave you in neutrality in my sword sheath. May you find your way back to your bed, restful. May our game be afoot. And I will stand up, and I will bow very deeply again. And I will go ahead and just stand there at parade rest with my hands behind my back. A full court style. Like, this is just pure voice of Oberon and Tanya.
It's been fun. And I look forward to our game's conclusion. Will you stick to your ideals, or will you become another clown in the circus?
I suppose only the chessboard of fate could decide that. The only question that remains is which one of us makes the first move.
Indeed.
From humble origin, I would consider myself humble in response to your power. But remember that humility can also cause one to rise to your lofty. I would imagine the inverse is something we both fear.
Perhaps. But I should probably get going. You have to meet with your friends, and I have plans to put into action.
Of course. I bid you good day and in good health.
And you as well. This has been quite the enlightening chat.
Indeed it has. May the forest open its majesty.
And may you enjoy your time at the carnival. Raleigh Rune vor Revelia, where being smorky isn't a Bunderboom.
And the grace of Titania and Oberon, you stand.
And he will walk out and close the door behind him. And you'll hear a shifting noise outside of your door, as if he shifted where he is? It was a bending of magic, clearly, but you're not quite sure what happened outside the door.
Well, perhaps. Must be something. Game on, Heckna. As I go ahead and open the door and go back to my room. I will return the key to, Oh, golly, what was her name again?
Ramona.
Ramona. I will return the key to Ramona, though.
All right.
It was a very delightful visit, Ramona. Thank you very much for having me.
No worries. I never expected to see my boss today. Whew.
Nor I. Imagine how shocked I'd be if I saw mine. And I will walk back to my room. Yes, who would know if you saw a 14-foot-tall horned elf with a stone spear?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Love game. That was an excellent scene, you two. Props.
Oh my god,
props.
yes.
Mhm.
The game is afoot.
Thank you. I love mine acting. Okay. And I will go ahead and just, I will just wait in my room. I'm sure everybody will come to get me when they've awakened. I'll spend this time, honestly, after that meeting, probably in prayer to Titania and Oberon.
Zach was basically sitting outside on the ground, staring up. And he looked at you while you walked in.
Oh! I didn't know I left my door unlocked. How are you?
Good.
My meeting was enlightening, I'd say. How about you, Ken? Are you fine?
Yes. I was actually awake when you left.
You were. You are still a stone. That must have been something. That must have been something you learned while you were raised by the kobolds, was it?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic! That's a very handy trick. Why are you here, by the way? Were you not in your own room? Or did you decide to rest here and I just never took notice? Although I am in the house, so.
I'm kinda used to not being looked at by creepy clown faces, so this was probably the best place.
Of course. You know, that grandmother, looking for her name real quick. Miss Figgy Puddin'. She resided there. I was thinking about going ahead and going in there and seeing if there was some tea or something in there. Have you had tea before?
No.
It was. I am always a fan of different teas I find that fall through the Feywild from time to time. When Tafflings when Quicklings pickpocket belt pouches and whatnot. But traveling with Red, there is a few blends that I actually do have kind of a predilection to. Come, let's see if we can find some. I could tell you how the meeting went if you care to know. I'm gonna ruffle through this house real quick. Is there any, like, tea tins or anything like that? Or is it just candy the whole way down, Draco?
It's basically candy the whole way down. You do shuffle around here. This seems to be like a stove with some boxes around it, but everything is made out of candy in here.
Even the oven's made of candy?
Yep. It looks like, because it's a gingerbread house, the stove
True.
has like a gingerbread door on it and all sorts of sweet filigree candy around it. So it looks like it functions, question mark, or it should. But you're not quite sure if it would be safe, considering, again, the whole place is made of candy.
You can create fire, right?
Yes. I can find it handy just to learn how to create a bonfire when I need it, or if I need to burn somebody.
I'm the same way, but with tactics that Oberon taught us. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and combine our ability. I'll show you what I. Let's step back outside, and I'll find. I'll reach in my pack and I'll pull out a few cups and whatnot. For the sake of acting, I just gotta finish acting. Okay. There we are. All right. So I'm going back out here real fast. Bap. And when he sets up the bonfire, I'm going to take some cups. I'm just going to go ahead and cast Create Water real quick.
All right.
Not a whole lot of water, but just enough to go ahead and fill up a couple cups and a few water skins for people later on.
Right.
We can't just eat candy. It'll kill us. It's what the clown wants. I am now in a game of wills against the clown.
I mean, there's also meat here of questionable source, but it's meat.
And what's a part of me, you little joog? Huh? You little joogly joog? Huh?
I want all the candy.
I mean, hey, I ate a corn dog and I'm fine.
Yeah. The corn dogs, at the very least, seem okay.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Argo
No, I'm not
really
gonna-
liked the steak.
I'm not going full Pepe Sylvia, don't worry. So yeah, I'll say in some of the things that I brought with me with my priest pack and whatnot. Can I say there's just not many, but just a couple tea bags,
Yeah.
or just like pearls of just tightened up tea leaves from like the court that I could go ahead and set in.
Yeah, I'd say you'd probably have a few of those on hand.
Okay. I'll plop two of them, and I'll make Snacks some tea. This one is a blend that was actually taught to me by Titania. Well, one of the courtiers who was close to Titania. She does favor this blend. Here, try it. See what you think.
Snack will grab that and take a sip of it.
Draco, please describe what Fey flavors taste like to this man.
It's an interesting earthy blend. It has a touch of fruitiness in it as well, and the flavor seems to shift around, if that makes sense. Like, one minute it'll be more earthier, others it has a bit of a sweeter texture to it, and then others it gets a bit more bitter. It's like nothing you've ever really tasted.
It's a rare taste, but I think the diet needs to be more than just candy every so often. Do you like it?
It actually is it's really good.
Every sip's different. It's one of the things we like. It shifts with us, just like when we rest, we change seasons. It does make me think of my home.
Hopefully,
It also-
I'm still there.
No, it is. I've only been gone 3 months. things were tumultuous, finding this place was priority one. I did find my way here, though. Which means... he did say... A moment. I'll go over here. And, this table real fast. Matthew, even a ladder must keep their secrets. One moment. And I'll set him on the desk. And I'll go over here while shutting the door. Heckna discussed. His belt loop is empty right now. Matthew isn't with him. Heckna discussed that when we do arrive here, he arrives because he wills it, and no one can leave. I'm curious about that, though. It's a grim thought, but, well, probably grim to Red, but not really for me. If he's been doing this for a long time, where are the bodies at? People must pass away. I can see those creatures assailing people and killing them. So where would they go?
Either turn into food for the animals, or what happened to Matthew made into objects.
That's what I would think at first. There should be far too many people. I think what he said was a half-truth. The way I mean by that is... there must be... how can I describe this to you? Have you been to the Feywild before?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, this is unlike it. This is cut from the Feywild. This is like... think of this like a piece of fabric. This is how I was trying to describe it when Heckna was describing it. The Feywild is like a piece of fabric. And he somehow cut off a piece of the fabric and made it his own. That's why it was hard for us to find. It was severed from it. That's not normally something that can happen, but with a second power, I must think that the artifact, Titania's crown, I should, is keeping this part, this material we can touch it part, here, but this other power I don't understand has changed it or made it so he could alter it. So that being said, if it's cut to it, but it's still somewhat like the Feywild, and there are notions of it, then that would mean there would be tethers or threads. It's not fully ripped from the cloth.
So there's probably still a link somewhere to the original.
Exactly. Like a pinhole. Or something like that. If that would be a case... if that would be the case, wherever the Feywild lead, I could send word of the response to Oberon, and maybe Oberon could follow that pinhole here.
But maybe he put that pinhole somewhere where he has eyes on it at all times.
I would do the same thing. If I was in his position, I entirely would do the same. Most people think courtiers is people who just give words and speak on behalf of just a royal court. That might be the so for where he was from. But for the Midsummer Court, many of us casters, fighters, and whatnot, we have to think outside the box. The Feywild can change at any moment. So, that being said, if there is a place in the Midsummer Court that had this, like a pinhole to where you're from, the material plane, I would definitely have eyes on it too. I posit when I was meeting with Heckna, I was discussing whether we should talk at in his domain or somewhere here. He said that we could not reach his domain yet. It would not be appropriate for us. I thanked him for his time, but he betrayed himself with that. I posit that if there would be a place in which Pinhole would exist, for this entire thing, cut from this theoretical cloth of the Feywild, and bound with Titania's crown and this other power, there would be some kind of fallout from that. Pinhole, rifts, what have you, whatever you want to call them. I think Heckna would have them in that highest place. So I think our plan now, or at least my plan, is to go ahead and see what needs to be done to reach that place. Whether through strength of arms, mind of wit, or spirit of wills. It's times like this I wish I could rest 8 hours. Good tea, though.
It's good for thinking most of the time and to plan out. It'll give me time to think on what to do about the people that burned down the village.
Village.
Yeah, where I grew up at, where the kobolds were.
Tragedy befallen.
Yeah, they were people like me, mostly. They looked like me. One claimed to be the daughter of a me, and claimed to be my sister, and went dead. And I just got told to run by our elder, Old Man Rivers. And yeah. And I left the village, and I was gone for a couple of months, and that's why I met you guys.
What would Red say in these moments? What is a human voice? Condolences. My condolences for your loss. But here, and from what Heckna said, we cannot leave. So the question is, how do we escape the impossible box?
I mean, it's not entirely impossible to get out. If he's controlling everything, the only thing we have to do is just kill him.
Well, that would be a wonderful possibility. But sadly, when I met with him and took a measure of his power, me and him are completely at very, very different levels.
I mean, we watch our P's and Q's and gather our power and slowly get stronger. We can probably find a strategy just to take him down.
We'd have to think of this like Fae. In the daylight, toe the line, play the niceties. In the shadow, that's where we will go ahead and make our mark. And that is where we will go ahead and learn more and get our information.
Like a game,
and figure out what needs to be done. We will beat this. And I will go ahead and do what needs to be done. I'm sure you all will go. I'm sure. I do not know. That's just what this blessed meeting shaking my etiquette. I'm not sure your reasons are either, but I'm sure you wouldn't want to live the rest of your life in a place like this. I'm sure all of us have ideals as well we need to achieve. Oh, my apologies. I still have more water. Do you want more tea? I say as I hold up another tea marble.
Sure, why not?
It makes me very happy to do quarantine like this again. And I'll boil up some more water and put another.
Probably the first time I ever had talked to somebody that's awake when I am.
I think I am very different from you, but I think it would be... Consider me a distant cousin, I suppose. Elves and Eladrin were both Fae-blooded, but I am true Fae. I live and can go ahead and have the majesty of being in Fae court and not. But you yourself, Red, and I can only assume Argyle and Lilith, are from the material plane. The 4 months I was there, I saw things I would never see. Originally, I had to act like a... Well, Red said I acted like a very socially inept elf. I suppose he was right.
Wait a minute. I'm an elf.
Right, we're kobolds. Please drink. And I'll carry on this with you, and we'll just talk about whatever throughout the night. While everyone rests.
Above game, I'm like, want to say stuff so badly right now.
You couldn't tell, but I was smiling through that whole interaction.
Yay!
From Heckna to here. Game is on.
That's part when he wants to be.
But the time goes on, and eventually Lilith, Red, and Argyle wake up. You're all fully rested and ready for another fun day at the carnival. You, like I said, since it's night, it's hard to tell exactly what time is, but you get the feeling you've at least been here for a day. Maybe a day and a few hours. At this point in time. And dawn isn't really dawn here, but it's close enough.
Just various shades of gray.
Actually, I'm going to change the music a little bit, because when you do finally all get outside, you notice... we'll go back to the world map here. Turn off the hostel. The moon in the sky is no longer the full moon it was, but a crescent moon. And there we go. And I need to find that part where it mentions how things are different. Because you walk outside and the carnival, I mean, looks somewhat the same, but it's slightly different. Where are you? Exploring the Jamboree. A little further up, I think. Naughty corner. Ah, here we are. Moon phases. Changing. The natural light here is a bit dimmer than it was last night. The moon is obviously not shining nearly as much light on the rest of the carnival. The electric lights? Lanterns? Whatever they are, seem to be providing more of the light here. And it's flickering ever so slightly. Not quite sure why things have changed, but they have indeed changed.
Part of me wonders if this was natural, or if this was due to my meeting with Heckna.
Are like all of us together at that point?
Yeah, you'd all be out in the carnival proper, just leaving the hostel.
I have map view on my belt again.
You met Heckna?
Yes, the meeting that we had. I explained to him my intentions for being here, and I do believe we are at odds now.
Oh, doesn't sound good.
Lovely.
Yeah, yes. I believe it concerns me, but I feel that since you are affiliated with me, you may be in danger as well.
That's why it doesn't sound
Matthew
good.
has also been in characters quiet since the meeting. Maybe because of my affiliation with Titania and Oberon.
Well, I mean, it's not every day someone I travel with challenges Heckna, but I mean, like the two of you said, it's a game you're playing. You're just having fun in a different way, I'm sure. Right?
The most fey game there is. Battle of Wills.
If you like, you can roll insight on Matthew.
Yeah, is that an open roll? Because I would like to try.
Oh yeah, 15. Yeah. Look at those courtier eyes go.
Alright, where are you? There you are, Mr. Matthew.
Sure, insight.
That's also a 15.
Right, and he
That is
rolled...
also a 15.
An
He rolled a
18.
25. Alright. Matthew's kind of hard to read, considering the fact, he's a face on the corner of a piece of parchment.
He's hard to read, he said literally about a map.
Yeah. I mean, parts of him are harder to read than others.
It's funny. It is funny.
That's Matt.
Which is why he talks about the places, because he's really hard to read. But yeah, you're not sure. He seems a bit worried, but still believes that you're just having fun right now. It's just a different type of game than what he's used to. And I mean, Heckna didn't seem too bothered by it, so maybe Matthew's thinking everything's alright.
Lilith at this point would speak up and say, "Oh, I've read about Fey games when I was at the Bard College in my younger time. College I went to specifically dealt with the more, shall we say, entertaining aspects of the Feywild."
All the glamours.
Kind of raises an eyebrow. That's what it was called. Yes, the College of Glamour.
I am so bemused that you know Fey arts.
My mother was a half-elf.
I would have loved to have met her. He has a very warm smile right now. Like, his eyes just look a little like, oh, I see. And he will just bow, like, politely at you.
May I say, watching this form looks really nice on you.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite, actually. This one's very great for talking outward or confidence, and honesty is a big thing. Warmth, mirth for autumn. Matthew,
sense.
you do seem worried about me, though. Are you okay?
Oh, me, I'm fine.
I see you down there.
It's just, like I said, a little, taken aback by what happened, but, it's fine. I'm sure everything will work out fine.
Absolutely.
It's like I always say, man. Don't worry about it. As Red just kind of shuffles over to watch her.
For the sake of everyone, I'll be fully candid. I was here to go ahead and seek out Dare. Random cough came out of nowhere. Don't be 38. It'll kill you. All right. Let me try that again. Hold my finger. Etiquette. I should tell you all why I did come here. The reasoning for my arrival to this place was to go ahead and originally seek Titania's crown. It's her crown, Queen Titania's. It is a potent artifact, I'd say, and a great part of the Feywild in itself. There was a theft of it, and we found ourselves in this location. Heckna has confirmed himself to be the one who's taken the crown. He is not returning it because he bound it with another power. I do not understand. What is at stake, though, would possibly be everything. I would want this place to be a place of mirth and joy, but instead I look out and I see somewhat apprehension. There may still be fun and joy to have.
Did he give you any hinting on what this other power was?
I had a feeling of it. And even though I am Fae, true Fae, it was nothing I've ever seen before. And if Fae truly do have souls like the material plane does, then it chilled my soul down to whatever Stygian depth remained. Some kind of icy, alien power. No word could describe it. Felt a tinge of fear for a second, but I stayed strong and continued my conversation. Our debate, which eventually turned into an impasse. And that impasse turned into a way to experience this and also have a chance. A game of wills. He said that we cannot leave here, that we are prisoners, basically, to play here until we, I guess, become revelers or clowns or what have you. I would choose the game differently, though. My objective is to attain Titania's crown. Slowly, carefully, I'll make my mark, and with luck, I may be able to go ahead and achieve this. I may even be able to reach out to King Oberon and Queen Titania.
Wait a minute. What happens if you win?
Then the Queen would get her crown back.
So that means you can leave then.
We would be able to leave if we want. Imagine. Because it is bound to, I would imagine, this. I'm not too certain. But that's the reason why I'm here. I do not wish to concern yourselves with the matters of the court. But I do worry that if you are affiliated with me, he may lash out as you as well. What would you, from the material plane, wish to do with me?
Watcher, I was taught if someone is in trouble, you help them. And when a friend is or needs help, you help them. Well, you have my sword and you have my shield. Until I am no longer needed, I will be at your side.
My thanks.
When I accepted the invitation to this place, it was because I thought it would further my overall life goal of becoming the best bard in all the land. Now that I'm basically being used as a pawn to fulfill someone else's basically daydream, I'm having regrets. If there's one thing Heckna's going to learn, it's that this bard isn't going to be controlled so easily. In fact, I might be the one that's doing the controlling.
With a song on your lips, I would imagine.
More than just that.
Snack, what say you?
I'm just going with the flow and trying to hide after our little conversation about last night. So anything to keep me away from those people.
I'll look over at Red smiling. I like Snack, as I tilt a head over to him. He's very easy to please. But what of you, old friend?
Well, as he once again takes his thumb and index finger, plants it firmly underneath his chin, mounts his left hand underneath his right elbow.
It does a lot. You know I was a courtier, but you can understand now why this was incredibly sensitive.
Right. Well, we all have our secrets. Some, as he kind of eyes down at Matthew. It's more than you know, old friend. Well, if you intend to gain your goals in a way to make your way up and supplant or whatever it is you wish to do to win against Heckna, you're gonna need a different kind of mind to assist you on that matter.
Is it a
And
mind I have long relied on when I first took step on the material plane, and I had to play the role of a socially inept elf?
Yes.
I would love to have that assistance again.
And I believe with that, as he just kind of looks over at the rest of the group, the game is afoot.
Game indeed.
Now, obviously, I'm not the most intelligent person or knowledgeable of magic, but forgive my brashness, but what has stopped Titania up to this point from just willing her crown back?
That's a very, very unique thing to describe. I've never even heard the like. Let me see if I can describe to Snack. I'll bend down and pick up a blade of grass. Imagine this grass is the Feywild, okay? Now, what if I took this part of the grass and told you that this part of the grass was the Revelian? It's still made of the Feywild, yes, but it's different. Cut off, floating. Strange. That's why Titania couldn't find it. That's why we couldn't. That's why Oberon. Even Oberon. And Oberon can find anything. A message does need to be sent, though. And as a courtier, I was selected to send the message. I just didn't think it would be so strange to be. So what would you say then, if a piece of the Feywild, with the crown's power, was taken, broken off from the rest, and then made into... And I waved my hand around at the hostel and the tent and what.
Then I'd say there's more in play than just the Feywild.
And I would say, as somebody who serves the Midsummer Court, I could not have asked for a better game. It is an intriguing mystery even beyond my wildest dreams, and I am eager to plumb every single part of its depths and figure out what's going on.
Have you considered the possibility that Titania and Oberon already knew the risks of sending you here before it even happened?
I did think that, yeah. And to that, I would have to answer that it is our role as court to serve the king and queen. Unrelenting. There is no higher glory for us than union. Court is absolute. And everything we do. And for a courtier of the Midsummer Court, there would be no better prize or no better tribute than to reunite and reunionize part of the Feywild that was broken up, with it to make an even more perfect whole.
I guess at this point, consider me curious to see how this game begins and ends. Although I will say one thing. The blood of Asmodeus runs through me, and to a much smaller scale than his, I do share his urges for subjugation and control.
I would tell this to you. Every single person, me, Snack, Argyle, Red, and you, everyone here, everybody is made up of parts of a whole. And you are incredibly unique because you are many parts of one whole, but you are you. And your choices are yours, and mine are mine. We are all authors of our own books. Red, was that a good human saying? I think that was a good human.
Close enough for my regard.
Good. I'm learning. Does that help you though, Lilith?
In a sense.
I would hold.
I already planned on doing things my own way from the start.
And
So,
if you're worried about your own power and whatnot, trust me, experience would make a fine teacher of all this. Like I said, no finer game.
I'm not worried about my power at all. I'm more worried about what the people here will think once they see it. But I suppose that's for the future. Right now, I guess we have a game to win, but I will warn all of you. When push comes to shove, I may have to do what I do best, and she's going to look around to see if there's anyone aside from us in the immediate area.
There isn't, but you do notice some Heckna posters nearby that have been watching you quite intently the whole time.
And she's going to say in Infernal. Whether or not anybody in the party can actually understand that.
Nope, I don't speak Satan.
Nope.
But she's going to say in Infernal, knowing that the Heckna posters are watching. I'm gonna cheat.
Wish that Celestial and Infernal were the same language as like this. Be like, yeah, don't get.
And then in common, she's just gonna clear throats like, sorry, I forgot that you guys can't speak that. We're going to
All right.
toe the line if that's the saying we want to use here.
I think that would be a perfect line. And I'll regard one of the Heckna posters and bow very casually. Draco, remind me again, what was the greeting for Revelia again?
Raleigh Rune vor Revelia.
Thank you very much. That's just hard for me to remember.
Yep. I will type that in.
Raleigh Rune vor Revelia, Heckna. May the game be afoot.
The posters will speak directly to you. The game is on, friend.
Of course. I greet you, and may the best man win.
Argyle,
And I will pull up from my bow, and I will run a hand through my reddish hair again.
And
Argyle just looks to the group. Well then, Shall we press on?
Absolutely. Red, where should we first go, you think?
Ponders about it. Perhaps. Let's go for a little stroll. I want to see what they have for balloons.
Balloons do
course.
sound nice.
And let's keep an eye out for those. And let's keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Right.
I think that is a pretty good place to end on.
Hooray!
That was,
The songs. Good session.
that was,
That was a very good session.
Rabbit. My God, I'm still like, holy shit! That scene with
Fuck, oh,
it was
that's-
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you very much, guys.
My God. Yeah.
Also, I did give a hint of who I'm basing my character off, because he is based on somebody. I haven't said who it is publicly yet.
Who is he? Snaky
I'll tell you guys out off stream, but I want the audience to guess.
So I'd
Oh,
also
that's
like to
fun.
put this in the Discord. Raleigh Rune for Revelia is part of the full thing, which is Welcome to the Revelia. The full thing is Raleigh Rune for Revelia, where being smarky is in a bunderboon. Welcome to the Revelia, where having fun is an optional.
Sparky uses the Bunderboon.
And that's how it's spelled, but
I
let's-
have never played in all my years a character who does almost pure court intrigue. This is just great.
Dude.
I'm glad you're having a good
Ugh.
time with it. I certainly am
yes.
too.
I just love that it's going to just be like Fey mind games from here on out.
I got quote of the week again.
Speaking of here, can we go ahead and dip out so I can finally go to sleep? I think it's super late for me.
Yeah, I have work early in the
Fair.
morning. But,
Oh yeah. Oh yes, of course. I gotta go ahead and get on my things too.
yeah, but let's start going through the horn. Starting with Hoshi. How you doing? How'd you like the session tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. A lot of Lord thumbs today,
Yeah.
and I am enjoying every last one of it. Back to that day, get to hug a bear. Ain't that?
Right. And Choco, what do you have going on?
You can find me on Twitter at Chalka7101. You can find me here on Tuesdays playing Lilith. You can also find me on Tuesdays earlier in the day, along with Daluna, on twitch.tv/TwitchPerson. For Power Rangers Cyberstrike, our Power Rangers Tabletop RPG campaign, I play our Red Ranger, and Daluna plays the Blue Ranger. And we've got ourselves in quite a bit of a very psycho situation, so go ahead and tune in. Probably not next week, but the week after.
All right. And Daluna, what do you have going on?
I hopefully by the end of the week I'll have my computer back. I'm dead set on having that actually be a thing. So I am going to tentatively say that if I do get it back Monday, like I wanted to do for yesterday, but unfortunately couldn't. Five Nights at Freddy's stream, and then next week, hopefully, I think me and Draco can go back to the Medilock.
All
Other than
right.
that, you can find me on Twitter at Daluna1338 and on Twitch and YouTube at Daluna13. That's it for me.
All right. And Milla, what do you have going on?
You can find me about to pass out in bed. But, you can find me on Twitter, Millaninja Nerd, Twitch, Millaninja. I will be resuming build streams for my various models at some point. Also, Monday nights returning at twitch.tv/LeJake. I will be playing through Trials of Rados, Board of the Dragon Queen, It'll be rip roar, a good time finally getting back into that group. Sorry for that. That'll show me. Good night.
All right, have a good night. And Rabbit, what do you have going on?
Hey, what's going on? My name's Rabbit. I'm a writer and a comedian. You can go ahead and find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream RPGs, horror games, and retro RPGs. So that sounds like something you'd like to go ahead and just get yourself into. Just come on down to twitch.tv/Hey Mr. Rabbit, and I will be absolutely sure to entertain you to the very best of my ability. You know, all kinds of fun games like RuneScape, River City Girls 2, Core Keeper, System Shock, In Sound Mind, Crosscode, and many others.
And of course, you've
Dasmy?
Sorry.
Been watching that playthrough of the Sound Mine in that game. Looks very, very interesting.
It is one of the best surreal horror games I've ever played in my life.
I think I did check it out once while you were streaming, but I sort of came in like you're pretty far in the game at this point, right?
I already beat it.
Ah.
We're playing, yeah. So I'm putting the rest of the VODs up on YouTube probably the next couple of days because I put VODs in like lumps of 10 on my stream.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
Why do you do that, Rabbit? Because I forget.
That's
Oh, wow.
fair. I try to export my stuff directly from Twitch and then just schedule it whenever, because that's the thing you can do. But
It normally starts with like one of my henchmen in my chat going like, "Where's your VODs?" And I just go ahead and blink and I go, "Oh shit!" And I just go ahead. It's like,
yeah,
I have
that's
to trade everything over really quick.
That's fair. I've had moments where I've completely forgotten, like, if I have a stream that I had technical difficulties that I have to edit together, I'll sometimes forget to do that and go, oh shit, that's right, I gotta edit this, huh? Whoops! But, of course, you've all already found me here. I stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and when me and Daluna finally get back to doing our Metal Lock, I'll probably be doing Friday, Crosscode. But for right now, Monday, well, next week, so Monday will be our Metal Lock if all things go according to plan. Tuesday, of course, you can join everyone back here once again, see if they can pop all these blimps and what other shenanigans they'll get into while the Fae game continues. On Wednesday, we're going to be playing Twilight Princess. We have just gone into the Elden region, which means we gotta hunt down a bunch of Twilight bugs to bring the light back. And if I'm remembering correctly, I believe it's going to be like a Western shootout with a bunch of bokoblins after that, once we bring the light back. And Friday, we're gonna be doing, not this week, but next week we'll be doing Crosscode on then. I have managed to get to Fajro Temple, and I have to beat Green Robin again in a duel because he won't leave Lay alone.
Oh, I love him. He's there.
Yeah, he exists, all right. Oh, right, and of course Thursday is Odyssey or Rhapsody of Fire, where you can join Hoshi here, myself, as well as Lost Knights, Broadenrod, and I believe Yelling will be, Yelling at Me, who was here a little while ago, will be joining us.
Oh, really?
Yep. As our newest player. Unfortunately, Pixel had to duck out due to problems. Unfortunately, he can't continue. But we'll see how it goes. They're about to get on their ship and travel to Cerulean Gulf to see what they can get into on the high seas as they try to build themselves up to battle the Titans. But with all that said and done, first things first, the quote of the session goes to Argyle for, "Okay, you've piqued my interest. Can I help you beat him up?"
Yeah, it's like I had fun when I realized who I based this character out without thinking of, and I'm like, yep, I'm just gonna do that from now on.
And we have a few people to raid. I think we did Bosco